Hello, everybody. We're back. I should not using that microphone. Welcome back to another stream. It's AskPat13 here. I hope you're having a great day. Rocket League has begun yet again. The match is just about to start. First match of the day is Elevate versus Pioneers. Sorry, this is pretty close to the match starting, but it's early here, so we're starting off right now. And the really funny thing is, this is Elevate's first match. The first match of the day is the Elevate match, the match I'm most excited about. I'm really rooting on for Elevate. I'll turn this off till the match starts. Oops. Really want Elevate to win this one. I think they have it in them. I think they got a lucky matchup against KCP, and this is it. They can take it. I think, no offense to Kansas City Pioneers, another great team, but I do think that they are the weaker of their region of OCE teams right now, and I think that Elevate has a really good shot. Hey, Funi, welcome, welcome. Yeah, it is early for me. Oh yeah, no worries. I just got it started just in time, in the nick of time. I was messing around with some stream settings, but got it all sorted again. All right. So the other match that's going on, let me check. I've already forgotten. Well, that's on an ad. The other match is Complexity. Nope. Wait, the other match is Power Limitless. Well, I'm glad we're watching this then. I'm not too invested in what happens there. I'm surprised they're having an elimination match on the alternate broadcast. But, so that's interesting. I did say Elevate was going to win, mark my words. I did indeed. They got this. They got this. This is a really good chance. I mean, they beat G1. If they beat G1, they've got to be able to beat Pioneers. I believe. Um, Something that's really interesting to me, and I want to know if it's still the case, because I see someone standing behind Pioneers, but I recall that they did not have a coach listed. Okay, they have a coach now, so maybe things are a little different, but back when they were originally signed up for Worlds, at least publicly, they didn't have a coach. So I always thought that was going to impact them, but it does look like they have a coach now, so all's not lost. That said, I just think Elevate, I don't want to say Elevate is the stronger team on paper, but I do think Elevate has the stronger team plays. I think this KCP squad has got a lot of individual talent, and after they kicked Super Lucky, honestly, their team plays kind of fallen a little bit by the wayside. They used to be really strong with team plays, and it's not that Hunter's been a bad replacement by any means. It just kind of feels like they didn't need to make the change at all, and still they did. So and honestly, it's more just riding the momentum for Elevate. Like, if Elevate win this, it's definitely in part because of that momentum off of their win the other day, 2 days ago. And although they did get swept by Moist, I'm still confident. Look at the desk. The desk is picking up too. Let's listen in. Well, Funi, that may be true, but it'll still be an accomplishment, so I don't care. We're taking them out, getting out of Wildcard. I don't know if they can win in the next round, because if they win this here, I believe it too, but if they get out of here, there's still a really tough round 5 matchups. So I think, like, I believe it when I say Elevate's the favorite here. That's true if they got Ninjas in Pajamas. Although I think Elevate are the favorites here, I don't think they're going to be the favorites tomorrow, pretty much no matter who they face. Because all the teams that are 2-1 right now are stronger than Elevate. So tomorrow they'll be underdogs. They still could win an underdog match, but... Oh! She almost switched it up, Lemon Kiwi, but no, she kept it. It's going to be Elevate. I mean, I don't know. I'm telling you. Go, trying to adjust the audio. I agree. I think that Elevate would have the best chance against Ninjas Pajamas. I just don't think that's very likely based on how the bracket will work out too. But anyway, that's like the perfect scenario. They managed to win today, they win tomorrow, and then they got Ninja Pajamas. It'd be good. Oh yeah, we're cursing them up and down, but that's okay. It'll all work out. Right, we're into the match. I think they got to start strong, though. They got to stop conceding goals right away, because against Moist, they were conceding a lot of goals. Oh, that's a good bump. Okay, Banana Head with a back pass that almost was risky. Nice realize. Not giving him space. I like that. I do think that the way Elevate wins here is by, you know, get constant offense. Because what Elevate can struggle with is holding onto the ball in offense. They often boom it down the field and then end up back on defense. So passing plays, holding on to offense, and not letting Kansas City Pioneers do their thing. So like disrupting demos, all that sorts of things. Vert could have probably scored that, but it was a tough angle with zero boost. I like this offense though. They're keeping them on the defensive half. Yeah, open net. Let's go. Just that simple. That was just honestly all the pressure. So I don't think that was necessarily an incredible play by Realize. Although Scrub, yeah, Scrub just messed up. He's a near post. I think that was but the whole reason that happened is because Elevate had a minute, well, 48 seconds of pressure. I mean, that was just a really good start to the match. Solid pressure from the whole squad. Then Realize sinks the open net. A nice save, a necessary save. Oh, is this open? I can't tell. It is open. That's tough. And that's gonna be the second part of it. So I talked about what Elevate, hot take, Elevate winning Worlds. Yeah. Well, they got this. I don't know about Worlds, but they definitely got this match. I stand by that. But that's the other stuff. So I talked about what Elevate have to do to win the game in terms of scoring. On the defensive end, it's literally just keep the rotations. So they have to do all the things I talked about on offense while not leaving themselves exposed on defense. Which obviously we're talking about professional Rocket League here. This is not easy. I'm not saying I could do it, but that's what I think they got to do to get this match. Um, Interestingly, it's funny because throughout the season, a lot of people have kind of had Kami as the third player on Elevate, but I think that's more of just from a stats perspective. I think Kami's filling in that playstyle, but he still probably is the most individually talented of the three. Although, again, Realize has stepped it up across the season and gotten a lot better. One thing I'm interested to see is, especially now that they got the win against G1, what this squad does in the offseason. Because I think they could stick together. I would like them to stick together, but you never know. And Kami might have options back in OCE if he wants to return. So we'll see what happens. Okay, Kami with the save. Vert off the wall. Does he get it? He gets it past one. Oh, Realizes the only one back. But it's awkward. 50 off the wall. Realize beats the man. Can they? Is Banana Head there? Banana Head is there. But Vert will get it off the wall. A double tap? Not quite. Scrub now. Hitting it to Kami. Kami's got an air dribble. What can he do here? Air dribble bump. Oh, but Realize was a little bit too far. And this may be an open net if we don't rush back in time. But Vert is there. Nicely done. A little bit of luck, but a little bit of skill. We take that. We take that. Oh, hey, welcome, Nathan. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, Jay. Hey, nice, nice. Welcome, everybody. Welcome into the stream. Elevate has performed better. So we were just talking at the beginning of the stream, as I don't curse them right now. Elevate have this. They're getting this dub. This is their day. I don't know if they'll make it all the way through Wildcard, but I definitely know they're making it through this match. I have faith. I believe. So we'll see what happens. Realize a nice 50 with Banana Head. They're definitely playing the defensive game a lot better than when they conceded that goal earlier. So Elevate now, they've just got to get back to that scoring, their scoring ways. I think the goal is probably going to come, going to come from like a passing play more likely. Kami, is he there? He is. It's dangerous though. It's mid. Realize to Kami. Nice pass. I like the passes. Oh, Vert there. Another pass. When they beat G1, it was off the passes. So it'll be interesting to see if they can keep that up. If they're looking for each other. A nice drop down, but there was nobody quite there. Now Hunter's got the ball. What's he gonna do? It's mid, but Kami clears it nicely. Realize on the wall to Vert. He beats Scrub, but it's high. Kami though off the wall. Banana Head a nice read. A good 50 from Vert, and now Scrub might have it. Awkward, but Scrub does get it past Vert. Realizes an awkward spot here. What can Kami do? Kami gets the save. A nice save. That was quite necessary. If Elevate It was disrespect giving Twisted Minds. Yeah. Oh no, I agree. I think I don't want to be mean to, not mean, but how do I say this? I don't want to be negative towards the Pioneers for picking Twisted Minds, but I do think that was a mistake on their part. Um, I think they could have picked G1, and I know no one knew for sure G1 was going to be weak, but I mean, that's what I was saying. I knew, so I think they should have picked G1. So, but oh, it's still up. This is kind of dangerous for. Okay, good. We let it down. So elevate. Let's that go to OT. It was getting a little dangerous there. Let's see. Oh, a nice flip reset. Is it open though? Not quite. And Vert double committed, so it's a bit dangerous. Kami's back though. A nice tap up Vert. Oh, Vert almost got the demo there, but just barely missed it. Kami makes it awkward for Banana Head, so Realize should have this ball clean, and he does, although Hunter beats him to it. Hunter also over Vert. Thankfully, it's just into the corner. Kami, though, is going to miss this 50. It's dangerous. Vert is there. Realize dodging the demo. Another demo attempt out of Scrub, potentially. Nope. Realize, though, gets beat by Banana Head. Okay, it's been some defense here. Hopefully Elevate can break out, but they are handling it well for now. That's a double commit, though. This is dangerous. Very dangerous. Vert gets the nice read. The longer that they stay in defense, though, the more dangerous this gets. And there we go. It's finally a break free. Vert doesn't quite make contact, but it was close. Kamio, dangerous. He's there. Kami, another nice touch. Vert may have this. He does have it, but he is beat by Hunter. Realize should have a free ball here, though. Nice from Realize. Is it what's he gonna be? Passes it. I like to play. Kami can't quite hit a double, and now Vert's in a tough spot. Nice from Vert. That was very dangerous. And Vert clears it out, and now he's got a man downfield. What can he do with Realize? Not a lot. Looks like Vert ran out of boost. Thankfully, they should have someone there. No, but it's off. That's good. That's actually really good because that would have won it. So, okay, we'll take that. Pioneers missed the most open of the nets. That one was worse than the last miss. That was actually an open net. The other one was a tough timing. That one was just open. And, we take that. We take the Pioneers miss those open nets. Dangerous, but Vert is there. I like the lead from Vert. He could have old gold that if he wasn't careful. Dangerous little tap. It's still mid. It's still dangerous, but we do have people on the backboard. Kami, that's nice clear from Kami. Vert, a nice beat. Not enough. Too much up and down on that one. Can Kami get to this? No, Vert can't either. Now Kami has boost at least. Oh, it's dangerous, but Hunter misses. We take that. Nice over the corner instead of top corner. Kami should have this. He should beat. He has no boost, though. He's trying to 50, but no one went for it. Hunter has the ball, but what can he do? Not a lot. Scrub? A nice clear from Realize. Nah, not quite a nice clear. Close one. Kami, though, what can he do? He gets it past him. One man to beat. Oh, not enough boost from Kami to make a play. Hunter, dangerous. Flip reset. He gets it. Vert is there. It's over. Dangerous. Kami, a nice beat. Who will get there? Virtuoso's trying, but Banana Head beats him out. Now it's just Kami back. Realize is back post. Kami, nice into the corner. But can he beat Scrub to the ball? He can't. Is Realize there? Realize is there. This has been quite a defensive stand from Elevate. Hopefully they keep it up. It's been a lot of saves. They haven't got a lot of shots in this overtime, unlike regulation, where they looked the better on offense. It's getting dangerous. We'll see if Elevate can break out here. The ball now goes to Realize. Nice, some flips, some twirls. What can he do? Not a lot. Now it's KCP back on the offense. Kami, he needs to get this touch. He doesn't. Vert with a read of the century. What a save from Vert. He needed that read there. That brilliant from Virtuoso. I don't know if Elevate can stay on offense, though. It's back to KCP. Scrub. Beat out by Realize. And now Kami's going to get the ball. A pass to Vert. The net is there. Vert not quite connecting. Kami, though, gets it past 1. Banana Head clears. Is Realize there for the save? Realize. Nice on the backboard. It's KCP on offense yet again. Hopefully, Elevate can score on one of their opportunities. Their opportunities are coming fewer and far between. But here we go. Realize, flip, reset. Onto the backboard. Not quite. Scrub. Scrub now. But he misses his flip, so Kami should have a free corner clear. Banana Head is there, though. Nice read from Kami, but Hunter's going to get this ball. Dangerous flip, reset. Dangerous indeed, but Realize stands strong. This is still dangerous. Vert has the read. Now, Kansas City Pioneers is overcommitted. It's open. Oh, it's not quite open for Virtuoso. Scrub is there, but that was dangerous. Kansas City Pioneers with an overcommit. Okay, and now Elevate should get the ball. Should be able to clear this. Unless they get a 50 from Hunter, not quite a clear. Realize is there. Another 50. It's still dangerous, although in the corner. Kami with the read. Kami gets it past 1, but Hunter is still there. This is quite a long OT, but it's not quite the longest. I think the longest was 10 minutes or something like that last spring major. Just this past spring major. Oh, Banana Head with a clear. Is anyone there? Kami is. Thank goodness. But it's right back to Scrub. It's been a bit back and forth, but a lot more offense out of Pioneers. Thankfully, have had some dangerous Elevate looks. They just haven't been able to sink it. This is another one. Kami. Virtuoso's now there. Realize a bit of a double commit. It's dangerous, but Vert keeps it in the corner. Realize should have this. A nice 50 out of Realize, but Hunter is going to get a clear here. Now, is there an Elevate player in the air? There is. Kami. To Virtuoso. It's dangerous. A demo helps, though, and Realize will get a clear to the corner. Vert needs a touch. He does get a nice pop, but then Scrub is there. What can you do? Dangerous. A nice tap from Kami, but it's still there. Realize misses. Double tap. It's off. Kami with a nice save. However, now there's no Elevate players in net. What can they do? Flip, but no reset from Scrub. It's a runaway, not quite. Banana Head's back. Virtuoso does nab the boost, not quite actually. Banana Head got the boost. Kami into the corner. He missed. Dangerous. Is Realize there? Realize is dead, but Kami gets it. Oh man, that was open net territory. Oh, but Banana Head scores. And a 7-minute overtime is sealed by Pioneers. Very unfortunate. Not a bad start from Elevate, but not the start they were hoping for. If this one's gonna go Elevate's way, it might be a long series. I think we're looking in for a Game 7 here. Oh, all right. Indeed, heart attack in Game 1, Funi. Let me look at the chat. I was just running my mouth there. Where are we at? Good warm-up and then got beat down. Oh, Elevate attack. They don't quite get... Yeah, they don't. Yeah. Kansas City Pioneers got quite close a lot of times in that overtime. Though, yeah, longest overtime was 11 minutes. Yeah. It could have been over, but it's not. Game 2 is not over because that was quite the overtime. Now, Elevate, hopefully don't take that too poorly because I don't think that's a bad start at all. I think they just need to work on their... The defense was fine. They just got pinned in defense. So maybe work on breaking out more. That's an easy thing to say, harder to do. But besides getting pinned, since they were handling the defense fine, they really just need to sink their offensive chances. They're doing a lot of boom ball, which to be fair, they're trying to break out of their half, but once they boom the ball away, then they don't really get a chance on offense. They need to keep it close sometimes to get those chances, those passes, those good shooting opportunities. They had a few good shots, but they all were saved away. So haha, Jay. Oh, I just saw you. You thought it was going to be broken already. It would have been very ironic. It still could happen this World Championship. I mean, we're still got a lot of matches left to play. It would be really funny if it was this series. Power's up 2-0 on Limitless. Not a surprise. What's Realize got? He hits it straight at Hunter. A save out of Hunter. But it's nice yet again. Elevate starting on offense. Vert cannot quite put it away. But Elevate should still keep this offense. Realize a nice 50 mid. Scrub, but Kami should be there. A good read out of Kami. Scrub's there again. Demo. Vert now should have the ball. But Banana Head with the pre-jump. Interesting read from Banana Head there. Kami in the corner. Scrub may have this ball for free. Let's see what he does. But Kami beats him out. Hunter, though, yet another free ball. Vert, nice with the early challenge. Banana Head trying to cherry pick. He can't quite get it done. Realize doesn't quite beat out KCP. We got Kami down to Realize. Realize, what can he do? A nice 50. Okay, we got to break out, Elevate. Nice from Kami. Now they're finally back on offense. Scrub to Vert. It's not quite open, though. A save out of Kansas City Pioneers, but that was a good look. A good look from him. Kami, a nice touch, but that's another example of the boomer ball. Kami giving away. It's open, though. I says he says he's giving away the ball. They score off it, so prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, Kami. A boom down. Hunter just misses his catch. Kami gets the demo. Or not even misses his catch. He catches it, but gets demoed, and Vert has the open net to shoot at. A nice play out of Elevate. Good vision on Kami to get the demo. Oh! Interesting. I'm hearing that Elevate just got the most saves. Listening to the broadcasters for a second. They got the most saves out of a team at LAN ever. That's very interesting. Oh, Realize! Let's go! That's crazy, though. Last game. So, they may have lost, but they really showed their defensive stand there with all those saves. And then here, a little bit of an own goal, perhaps, but we'll take it. Realize getting the credit for that. What a start for Elevate. This is exactly the start they needed after losing such a long overtime. Because if you lose a long overtime, is this an open net for Vert? Not quite. If you lose a long overtime and then concede the next game, it can start a downward spiral. But I don't think losing such a long overtime is bad momentum in and of itself. And thankfully, now the momentum's back on Elevate's side. What can Realize do? He's already scored one goal. A flip reset, perhaps? Indeed. Pass to Virtuoso? Not quite, but Kami is now there. And they've got Pioneers pinned here. How long can they keep them pinned? Hunter trying to break out. Break out he does, but it's right back onto Kansas City Pioneers' side. Now Scrub, a poor hit from Scrub, as Vert's now going to have a clean ball. And it's open to Kami! And Vert tries to steal the goal, but Kami gets the credit. And what a pass. What vision. This had to be, I hope it was vision from Virtuoso, because Kami is just sitting in this up position. And they get the open net goal. Nicely done. Nicely done. Truly exactly what you wanted out of Elevate, bouncing back. Hold the lead indeed. Realize what the legend himself realized. Yep. Now all three of the players, I believe, have scored this game. Yes, all three players have scored a goal. So Elevate's on fire. They're all popping off. You love to see it. You love to see it. A nice pinch from Realize, and it's open! Just like that. I saw it, but I thought there was a defender back. I'm like, okay, yeah, he's going to get this as a shot. But I did not think it would be a goal, but he saw the vision. Right? Realize had the vision, an open net, and he scores with the almost, not quite Cuxer pinch, but indeed a nice pinch. And another good kickoff. It should go straight to Realize. Scrub's trying to read him in the air. He can't quite be Realized, so now... And then another bad touch, and it might be another open net, but Vert doesn't quite put it on target. And he doesn't get the boost either. Can Kami beat Hunter? Not quite. Now it's dangerous. Vert, he gets the save. He doesn't get the read, though. Now Scrub gets the back pass to Banana Head. Will this work out? Almost a team bump. Kami into the corner. Suddenly an APAC fan. Just like that. No... I'm not like a huge APAC fan of the region necessarily, but I've been a fan of Elevate ever since they formed, and it does help you root for Elevate or APAC as a whole. I mean, just because it is, it's like the weak region, but and obviously now it's been proven because they beat G1. But I've always felt that unlike Sub-Saharan Africa, APAC has been at a level where they could get an upstate win, and I feel like last season we saw that when even Detonator took a game off phase, right? So if Detonator can take a game off phase, if they can take one game off phase, they can take three because it was a best of 5. All that to say that APAC is good enough that they could get a lucky win. This wouldn't be a lucky win, though. This would be skill. All skill. I'm just saying in general, APAC is good enough of an underdog that you can actually cheer them on, and they actually have a legit, even if tiny, chance at winning. But let's see how good this Elevate squad can get. I mean, they're still in the mix to make it out of Wildcard. Obviously, it's not expected by any means, but if they get a good win here, and then they get some good, a lucky series in their next series, all they need is one more win after this, and they're through. Nice, Nathan. Glad you're liking them. It's really hard, at least for me in America, in the U.S. in North America, to watch APAC when they change the time, because now it's on at like, I don't know, 5 a.m. local. But sometimes I'll catch a grand finals or two. And in the fall split, I did watch a lot of APAC because it would start at 7 a.m., which is this started at 9 a.m. by the way today on my local time. So 7 a.m. It's a lot to wake up early on a weekend, but I was watching some of it in fall after Elevate formed. It would, yeah, exactly. I don't think so. For the record, there's no Rocket League can have like lucky wins, obviously, at time to time, but not every win is lucky, even if it's not expected. So I don't even think their win against G1 was luck. I firmly believe that G1 having that roster move change impacted them. So I was saying from the get go that Elevate could beat G1, and I think that this is a similar story. I think, well, not it's not exactly the same story, but I think Pioneers have had a rough end to their season, and the fact that they had to have a sub, which was again nothing to do with any of the players being kicked or anything like that, but they had a situation where one of their players was not, I forget what it was, maybe it was school, but they couldn't play in the grand finals in like their Sundays of OCE. Hunter, I think, had to get subbed for somebody. Anyway, so that's been interesting for them, and I think that's affected them. It made them not. It partially potentially made them miss the major, and now they're losing games to Elevate, and I think Elevate can win this series. I don't be too mean to Banana Head. I think players, it's really easy to get in your head about levels, and they played a last World Championship, and I think there was a difference between Mina and OC last World Championship that has gone now. It's gone. He didn't realize it, and now he does. Hopefully, okay, a nice start for Pioneers. Not what we want to see. Uh, let's see what happened here on the kickoff. Kami just unfortunately went a little too far forward, and he doesn't get a pop on the ball. Not a lot to say there. I think it's fine. I think it's an easy bounce back for Elevate, but obviously not the start you want to see. A nice vert. Oh, a flip when he didn't want to get one. Not the time to get a flip reset there. What can Realize do? A nice save. Now it's vert 1v1. Power up 3-0. Again, expected. It's probably going to be a sweep. Although, again, Power did lose a game to Valiant, so maybe not a sweep. Oh, yeah, spoke too soon, Nathan. I mean, yeah, I think Pioneers are not the worst team in this championship, as evident, yeah, because obviously the SSA teams are here. But I had them power ranked pretty low. And one thing did change. They got a coach for Worlds, which going into Worlds, I didn't think they would have a coach because they didn't have a coach in the spring split. So it's really important to have that coach behind him, I think, for mental bounce back reasons. But uh, yeah, it's we'll see how it goes. I do think that they're gonna need a change next season. And well, maybe I'm just a little still like mildly salty that they kicked Super Lucky. Yeah, mildly, still my. Oh, what a goal from Virtuoso! Sorry, there, I got distracted for a second. But what a goal from Virtuoso, and it's a nice one, a nice just clean double tap. Honestly, you could say Pioneers missed, but that's just a nice goal out of Vert. And what just getting back to what I was saying, because I feel like I'm gonna be partaken as being. I'm not trying to be mean to Pioneers. I still think that they deserve to be this World Championship. I do think Ground Zero's gotten a little better in recent times, but a lot of that's just due again to Super Lucky. I mean, he got the MVP for their OCE for the whole region, and I do think they kicked their strongest player. So anyway, uh, we got a nice goal here from Vert, another one. So now they have the lead, and that is good to see. Really good to see. In fact, I got distracted talking about that. So we got the lead from Elevate. All they got to do is hold on, hold the line. Oh, Jay, it's okay. I don't like being mean to the players, but obviously, they said what they said. They picked Twisted Minds, and they thought it was going to be an easy matchup for them because of what happened last year. And it turns out that I fully believe SMW's improved as an individual, Senzo's improved as an individual, and they picked up a new teammate. So You can't say it's the same team because it really isn't. It's just they've got a lot better. So, uh, but yeah, I think he underestimated the fact that Mina grew at a faster rate than OCE did. Hey, I don't know. Obviously, everyone's getting better all the time, so OC has gotten better compared to last season. But I think their rate of growth was definitely slower, and part of that you can chalk it up. I've heard to the scrims. So MENA teams at the top can scrim European teams. I don't know exactly how many European scrims Twisted Minds gets, but there we go. A nice goal from Nanahead to shut us up a little bit. I don't know how many scrims Twisted Minds is getting in Europe, but I know Falcons and Rule 1 are getting European scrims. I assume Twisted Minds might get some as well. At least now they will. They probably were before. So all that, play with some of the best in the world can impact, it's better practice. So it'll be interesting to see. I do think that's part of why Mina's getting better faster, because OC can't really scrim anybody. They're paying so bad. They can only scrim APAC, which, funnily enough, I'm 99% sure Elevate's been scrimming OCE teams, so they've probably been scrimming Pioneers this season, and now maybe that's going to bite Pioneers in the butt if that's part of why Elevate beat them. I didn't even bring that up until now, but I forgot about it. Elevate scrims Australian teams, in part because Kami and coach LBP, I think that's his name. The coach for Elevate is Australian. Kami is New Zealander. I don't know if that's how you say it, but they're both from OCE, the region, and they have those connections, and they're scrimming OCE teams because the ping's not too bad. So I think they've been scrimming Pioneers. But there we go. Scrub gets a goal. But there's a pause. Okay. Maybe the goal gets taken back. Maybe it gets taken back. Elevate wins it all, and Gamers 8 in every regional next season and every major. That would be nice, Fooney. It would be nice to see. I don't know if it'll go that far. Nice. Nice, Jay. That's good. And I mean, I figured they were, especially now, but they should have been before that too. But that's what I mean is they do get better scrims and Pioneers, so you could chalk part of that up as to why they're growing faster. But it doesn't really matter the reason. The point is they got better faster than KCP did and overtook them. Definitely overtook them. So this is going to be a technical timeout, I assume, while they figure out, not even really a timeout, but technical pause while we figure out what happened. Hopefully the goal gets taken off the board. I'd like that. That would be nice. If it does get taken off, I believe we're in a tie, 2-all. If it doesn't get taken off, Elevate still have enough time to come back. Very heavy, ridiculously heavy. That would make sense. The ones I'm wearing now are kind of heavy, and I assume they're probably even heavier than the ones I'm wearing because they look old. Well, yeah, I'll just say they look old. Not like brand new or anything. They look a few years old. Oh, they're the white noise. Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. Well, then they're definitely old because they probably don't replace them if they're expensive. They might be expensive. I don't know. It's really interesting to me that ESL, I believe, runs the behind the scenes on the Rocket League Championship Series, or at least the LANs. And obviously they're not like officially mentioned anywhere, but I'm 99% sure it's ESL running things. So it's interesting to see that sometimes companies like that will obviously, for obvious reasons, be reusing this hardware for multiple events. So those same headsets have probably been worn by countless other esports professionals at all kinds of different games. G2 or Falcons have a shot? Yes. Oh, yes. I think Falcons have a better shot, but I wouldn't undersell G2. I think that, especially after seeing them against Complexity, I think that the JNAP's personal life situation probably had much more of an impact than maybe I thought. And, that when there's personal stuff like that happens, for anyone that doesn't know, JNAP's, his family's house burned down. Was very serious. Thankfully, he's okay. Everyone's okay, but they lost their house, so it was a serious time. And thankfully, I think that that's behind them now, and so he's playing a lot better. And stuff like that can have an impact on players' mental, obviously. So now that they're playing so much better, I'm just going to chalk their spring split up to that. And if you look back to their fall and winter form, yes, I think they can win group stage matches if you're basing off their fall and winter form. So a long explanation, but yes, G2 and Falcons both have a shot. Although they're playing tough opponents. I should walk that back because they are playing Rule 1 and BDS. So we'll see. But in general, yes, They're facing the best there is, so maybe no, but it's not a zero chance. That's what I'm saying. Like, there is a chance. They're the underdog, so both of them. Dream hacks were nice. It would be nice to see him in there again. I don't think it would be a Cinderella story anymore. I guess it kind of would be if he was still optic, because there definitely wouldn't be the favorites. But it wouldn't quite be the same story as like complete unknown squad winning it all. Rawas got number 1 and 2s. Nice. I didn't see that, but that checks out. I think a lot of these players are all talented, and now that they're playing against other pros in the same ranked, environment, all in European servers, uh, talented players rise to the top. Ranked leaderboard isn't everything, but it definitely you don't get to the top of the ranked leaderboard if you're not good. I'll just put it that way. So, yeah, sucks about chain-ups. 2 days ago, TRK had 2,400 points. Wow, 2,404. That's crazy. Wasn't even top 10. Ah, and then he caught up to 2,408. Well, a single day. He went on a streak, I assume, a win streak. That's nice for Rawas. Again, it's just ranked, so it's any individual ranked match. Yeah. I'll say it this way: a single ranked match doesn't mean a lot, but the ranked leaderboard, which is an aggregation of your potentially hundreds of matches, that does matter a little bit because you're playing against top level opponents. Oh, a nice shot there. Realize it's in. Nice. A simple goal from Realize. It was a tight angle putback after a scrub save. Yeah, from the corner, a nice angle. Vert was there though to put back if it did bounce off the post, but nice shot. And the goal gets taken back. I kind of missed their whole explanation of what happened, but thankfully the goal got taken away, and now Elevator on top. And I kind of feel bad for Pioneers, but I am 100% sure whatever technical reason they took the goal away was 100% valid. So it's completely fair. And here we go, Elevate in the lead. Can they hold it? They only have a minute, so this should be game. I don't want to curse it. It's not a guaranteed game 2, but all they need is to hold it on for a minute and 8 seconds. Realize? An interesting touch. It might put it too far away, but he does get to 50. What can Scrub do in the corner? Realize beats him out, but Hunter puts it off the backboard. Vert is there. He has a flip, I believe. He hits it down. Not quite on target, though. Close one. Kami misread. Realize? Nice, clean beat. Hunter is there, though. Vert, it's a far away from him, but it was a pass to Kami. Kami, though, Scrub beats him out. Realize into the corner, straight onto Virtuoso's hood. Vert beats 1. Can he beat 2? Yes, he beats 2, but Scrub will get the ball clear. He is demoed by Realize, so Kami should just have free in the corner. They can kill time here. They only have 20 seconds to burn. Nice by Kami, a good 50. Can he do it again? He does. Clock burning down. They're wasting the time here. Banana Head, though, gets it all the way down the field. Kami in the corner. He just needs another few 50s. It's dangerous. Vert with the clear. We have a Rule 1 in the corner. Banana Head has the ball. 3 seconds left. There's a Rule 1 still in effect. Vert beats him out. This is probably the end of the game unless Scrub has a miracle here. And no, it will not happen. Elevate win. That was a great timing for a Rule 1 because when there's 6 players, the ball can stay up a lot easier at 0 seconds. So really good timing on the Rule 1. And Elevate take the dub. Nice. Hey, welcome, Aaron. Welcome. Nice to have you here. We're watching Elevate versus Kansas City Pioneers, and Elevate are on top. We're cheering them on. They got the dub. They're going to get the dub here. It's great. A grand old time. Typical is going to rig his control. Everyone jokes about it, but maybe it's the way he plays. Maybe he's like jerking the controller up and down and like he's shaking his hands shake. Maybe he's nervous. I don't know. Who knows? It could be a lot of reasons. I think typical. It's just funny that it's happened more than once. So he's gonna plant an EMP. That would get you in trouble there. I think it would be if they discover that one, but that's funny. 3-1. Wow. Yep. They got they got the dub. They got the dub. Elevate on top. Funi, I'm assuming you're referring to my word choice. That was probably a poor choice of words, but I believe my intent was clear. But it's really interesting to see here if Pioneers can bounce back because Elevate have the upper hand. I think they can clear out the series, but I did mention after the game one that this could also easily go to a game seven. So will be interesting to see can Pioneers bounce back. I think Elevate take this game though, and because Pioneers didn't take a timeout, interestingly. Well, not interestingly, it is only 2 games to 1, but they did lose 2 in a row. So it would be interesting to see how this goes. Virtuoso, a nice beat. Scrub, though, in the corner, realize is there. Nice beat. We're out of the defensive half. Although I say that, and now Hunter's got a clear ball. Although he kind of whiffs on the ball, he goes for the demo. Vert doesn't have a lot of boost. Kami does. He gets it past 1, gets it past 2. Perhaps all 3. Not quite with Scrub there. Realize in the corner, though. Oh, unfortunately, if Banana Head had been bumped, that would have been a goal. Banana Head in the air now. Vert, is he there? He is. To Kami. Kami hits it long. It could be an open net, but Scrub is there. Hunter, sorry, is there. FaZe will be disbanding. Oh, yeah, 100%. After what we heard, I would be shocked if 2 of the 3 of them stick together. It's going to be first killer on FaZe with 2 new teammates. Especially because nowadays, the RLCS, you don't really have any carryover between seasons. In the past, you needed to keep 2/3 between seasons to hold your spot. But now, the only spot, literally the only benefit you get is the invitational qualifier. And the invitational qualifier is not based on last season. It's just the admins picking the best 16 teams that they think will be the best anyway, based on previous performances. But when previous performances doesn't mean of the roster, it really means the 3 players. So you can have a brand new team make the invitational qualifier. And let's see here. A nice tap down from Vert down the field. Kami gets beat out by Scrub. Hunter into the corner. Elevate need to get a save here. It's down. They're bumped. Off the corner. We'll take that. I think it was just a lucky corner bounce. No save necessary. Pioneer's shooting percentage is going to continue to hurt them. They have a poor shooting percentage, and it's showing. It's showing. Okay, come on, Elevate. You got to take advantage of this. You had an open net miss. Realize? Now it's dangerous from Hunter, but Vert's there. A bounce. A nice hit from Virtuoso. Scrub, is he going to beat? He does beat Kami. Realize, and he's there. Thankfully, there was no jump. No Pioneers player jumped on the ball. I thought KCP meant Karming Corp. Yes. That's funny. I guess you could think of honestly, I think a lot of people, if you're gonna shorten Karming Corp, they just say K Corp, which is still not as short as KCP, but it's technically only 4 letters. I don't think I've ever heard anyone refer to Karming Corp as KC, but maybe you could call them KC. I think everyone would just say K Corp. And in fact, if I understand it, the Karming Corp owners are okay with that being their shortened name, K Corp. That's what I thought. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Or KC, yeah. I think it's K. I don't know. I've always heard it called K Corp. But interestingly for Pioneers is I think they're trying to get away from the Kansas City tag, because especially now that they don't have an American team. But they are still, as I understand it, officially Kansas City Pioneers, so I often just call them that. It's still interesting to me that apparently, Banana Head gets a score. So something, and now I haven't confirmed this, but I was reading on Twitter the other day that Pioneers, Kansas City Pioneers, this organization is connected to G1. In part, this was discovered through the fact that they just handed off the Women's Carball League to G1, which is, as I was explaining in a few days ago and in my video. Oh no, that's another bad score out of Pioneers. This game is suddenly out of hand. Elevate have a minute to come back 2 goals. But anyways, Pioneers gifted or just gave up the Women's Carball League, the rights to it, to G1, and apparently it's because some of the owners, like the investors behind Pioneers, not necessarily the CEO or the operation, but the owners of Kansas City Pioneers are also the owners of G1. Some of them, not all of them, but some of the investors are the same, which is interesting. So there's some connection there between G1 and Pioneers, which I didn't know. Which is kind of sketchy because RLCS teams aren't supposed to have two teams at once. Uh, what is Pioneers doing? They should have scored that, but we take it. 36 seconds to score two. It's possible, but it's getting less and less likely. Realize need to clear here. He doesn't quite get it, but Vert taps it to Realize. Realize did not read the play. Kami was in the air, though. Vert, can he get a clear here? 20 seconds left. He's getting the demo. No one's back. It's almost bumped. Scrub, but he's off. But play Banana Head is there. Vert, though, can he put it in? No. No, unfortunately, Elevator are going to concede this game, it looks like. But not a terrible game by them. They really just let one kickoff goal kind of steal their fate. Because the first goal was fine, but getting down 2 goals was too much. As you can see here, with the Vert score at 0 seconds, they really needed to not concede 2 goals there if it had been one game. But oh man. Oh yeah, Aaron, Rocket League is my favorite game. It's a lot of fun. I don't always play Rocket League like on a daily basis. But it's the game I always come back to. So if I take a break from it, I always come back. A lot of fun. The most fun with friends, I will say. I've recently been playing a lot with friends, and so I've kind of stopped solo queuing. Solo queuing can be an interesting experience in Rocket League. Oh, when you're winning, Funi. Oh yeah, when you're winning, it's lots of fun. That's why I play with friends though, because at least when you're losing with friends, it's not as bad as losing with solo queues. Aaron, I am currently Diamond 3, but I have been Champ 1 like a lot in the past. Never really got past Champ 1. I might have been Div 4 at one point, but I'm usually hovering between like Champ 1, Div 1 and 2 to like Diamond 3, Div 3 and 4 type. So, how about you? A few people in chat were talking the other day, and I think it's like a mix of Plat to what was it? Champ maybe in chat? I don't remember. Let me know your rank in chat. We got 6 viewers. Welcome anybody that's new to the stream. While we're in the break between games, if you are new to the channel, I'd really appreciate a subscribe. It's completely free on YouTube. It's just a way so that you can get notified about my videos, and it helps me grow. So really appreciate it. Thank you. Plat 1. Fleet Diamond 1. Nice. So it's just funny because a lot of people, especially if you go on the internet, will tell you how bad Plat is, how bad Diamond is. And obviously when you compare yourself to like the pros are way, way better, way out of your league. But when you take into account the entire game's population, it still is an achievement to get into Plat because that means you're starting to get into the upper half. I don't remember if it's Plat 1 or Plat 2, but it's at one of those points you get into the upper half of the player base. And so you're better than, half the people playing Rocket League. So... And obviously, everyone at that level is mostly casual, but we're all casual at the end of the day, except the pros. So, nice saves out of Elevate. Dangerous start to the game. Dangerous indeed. In servers, Diamond 2. That's nice. The smaller the server is, the better a high rank is because you have less player base, so you can't get quite as high. Like, it's possible in your servers there's no SSLs. I don't know for sure. And if there's no SSLs, that affects everybody all the way down. Like, you're down potentially a rank set. Nice, Aaron. Definitely, I am not the person to be giving advice to rank up out of Plat, but I'd imagine that the best way to rank up out of Plat is just keep improving your game sense. Mechanics matter, but the only mechanic that really matters is scoring open nets and game sense. Because if you can do that, you'll get yourself into Diamond in no time. Nice from Realize, but Banana Head's there. Back into the corner. We've been a minute 30 with no goals here. This could be Elevate's chance, though. They're on an offensive push. Into the corner. Vert. Missed. Realize is there. A nice double from... Oh, but not quite a double tap. Oh, Banana Head's going to be on an offensive push. Realize has it. Does he? He does. Scrub's going to be there, though. Into the corner. It's dangerous. Kami? No, not quite. And Hunter will end up scoring that. A little bit too much for Elevate, but they can easily come back in this game. And I'd be interested to see. They're definitely going to score. We'll see how long it takes. Used to play Middle Eastern servers. Loves ball chasing. I feel that. A lot of people love ball chasing. I like watching Pro Rocket League almost more than playing it. Oh, a nice save from Vert. Close game. Who do you think wins the Moist? SSG? I believe SSG based on how they're playing, but nice score from Virtuoso. Nice solid shot. But Moist is definitely not out of it. That might be a game 6, game 7 type situation. In fact, it's not anything Moist has done. It's that Moist hasn't played. They've only played one good team. And Elevate. Not to call Elevate a bad team, but I do think Moist is clear of Elevate, so I didn't get a lot out of that series. So for Moist time, I'm still a little uncertain, just a little bit uncertain about where they'll place against SSG. So favor SSG, but Moist is not out of it. And this is good from Elevate. They're right back into this game, although now they're back on defense. I like this game, though. They're kind of equal on pressure with Pioneers. They're definitely given as good as they're getting. Nice pass here, although Kami doesn't quite read it. He should get the boost. A good pinch off the wall. Banana Head clears. Grub's going to have this. Nice from Virtuoso. Hunter may have a free ball here. He's demoed, though, for his troubles. Realize hits it to Kami. A nice pass. Scrub read it, though. And now Banana Head to Scrub. Thankfully, no connection. Virtuoso needs another touch, and he gets it. Realize now. Air dribble. He gets it past one, but Scrub's on the backboard. A nice hit from Kami, but it's read by Banana Head. Scrub. What do we get with Realize? A nice hit into the corner. Also, one thing I always gotta say about Banana Head is what a name. It's like, I still like that Rocket League. We still have names like Banana Head in the scene, so you love to see it. And I much prefer the silly names to like the silly funny names to like the like crazy, weird funny names. So definitely like to see it. I think as we go though, we'll get less and less names like that. Although maybe not. The players are so young in Rocket League. Oh, bye Jay. See ya. I should have mentioned. Well, he might be gone now. I don't know for sure how long the stream will go. I'm probably not going to stream the whole day, unfortunately, this time. I think I mentioned that yesterday, but I'm probably not going to stream the entire day today. But we'll see how far I get before I have to head off. At least 2 matches. At least 2. So, I forget what the next round is, but we'll at least see the next round after this. Nice hit from Kami. Oh, it's open. Not quite for Scrub. Oh, off the post, and Kami gets it. Nice save. We're going to at least hopefully see overtime this game. You'll love to see it. Although maybe I spoke too soon. Let's see what Elevate can do here. They got 30 seconds to score. If Juicy was more consistent. Imagine if they don't make it out. Oh, yeah. Moist, it would be nuts if they didn't make it out. Sorry I missed that in chat. ZPS, that's the exact name I was thinking about. It's fine, though. It's really not a big deal. But it's funny, because of course they made him change his name to ZPS. It's just funny, though. But I like Banana Head a lot. Okay, it's 0 seconds. It's still up. Oh, but he gets demoed. And we have over OT here. OT. Next round is Oxygen G1. Complexity versus Secret. Oh, yeah. In that case, we'll probably watch Complexity Secret international matchup, unless you guys really want to watch another G1 series. Oxygen has to clear G1. I would be shocked if Oxygen lost that. Okay, it's mid. Realize to Kami. 24 seconds in. We'll see how long this overtime goes. The last one lasted, what was it, 5 minutes? 6 minutes? Oh no, Kami! And a nice save out of Kami. That was almost the end of the match there. The game, I should say. Hunter bumped Virtuoso into the corner. Nice. But Banana Head's going to get this mid. It's a pass. But Scrub doesn't read the pass. Kami bumps him. Hunter almost scores, but it's off the post with Virtuoso's save. Virtuoso again gets a touch. Another 50-50, but now it's still mid. It's high. Kami down to Realize. The Virtuoso has been demoed, but it's a nice clear. Elevate breaks the pressure. And yet, to right back into the pressure, Virtuoso makes a nice save. Realize will now be in net. Kami, though, is upfield. Maybe Kami a little bit too far upfield. Virtuoso, a nice read. That almost got dangerous. A pinch to Vert. Wow, a nice high pop, but it's not going to be on target. Hunter, what can he do? Gets it past 1, but Kami should be there. Kami nabs the boost over a ball potentially, but he does get a nice clear. Virtuoso, can he get the double tap? Scrub reads it, unfortunately. Realize in the corner. Has boost, has ball. Can he beat Hunter? No, he 50s him on purpose. Kami with the nice shot, but Banana Head's there. Saves KCP there. That was a close one. What do we got? Scrub on the ball. A 50. Okay, Elevate's got to clear this. Kami, not what you wanted to see. He loses control of the ball. Realize. Booms it down to Kami. What has Kami got? To Vert. Vert, double. It's mid. It's mid. No one is there. An open net opportunity missed from Elevate. It would have taken potentially a triple commit, so you understand the hesitance from Realize. But that was an opportunity. Virtuoso with 20 boosts in the tank. What can he do? 50s it. It's mid, but no dive from Elevate. And now Elevate's in defense here. Kami's got to get a stop. A 50-50, Realize in the corner. It's dangerous. It's off. Vert into the corner again. And Elevate get another stop. They are really being the saviors of the season here in these overtimes. Yet another overtime where they're getting pressured a lot but holding the line. But they can't let this end like the last one. If they're going to win this overtime, they're going to need to score. It's another tough shot. Virtuoso with the save. Kami on the wall. What can he do? He 50s Banana Head. Virtuoso gets the ball into the corner. Scrub is there. It's a 50, but Realize loses. Dangerous, but Kami and Virtuoso should have this handled after that demo. Kami into the corner. Hunter beats him out. Hunter misses the demo, so now Realize gets a free ball. But Banana Head beats him. A long clear. Realize if he beats Scrub, this is dangerous. He gets the demo on Scrub at least. Vert, what can he do? Kami the ball. Realize it's open. No, it's cut. Doesn't even need it. Kami scores. And Elevate take game 5. What a showing. What a defensive stand. And that just goes to show you that if Elevate's defense is on point, they are winning this series. All they need is to give themselves enough time to score, and they have it. They have this one in the bag. Now they're up 3-2. All we need is one more game. One more game for Elevate, and they will be moving on to the next round. Let's go indeed. Let's go. All right. Hello, Ryan. No, there are no drops on this stream. If you care about drops, you can always open up Twitch on the side and just minimize it or whatever. But no drops, unfortunately. Oh, Funi already answered your question. Thank you, Funi. Thanks, Ryan. Have a good one. What a showing from Elevate. This is great. This is fantastic. All right, let's see if I missed any important chats. I saw one thing I wanted to talk about, but I completely missed, and I believe it may have been Jay. Let me check. Someone talked about the seating. Like we had 25 and it was sold out. I have to find that. Well, I can't find it, but someone in chat was saying we had 25,000 sold out for the main events. And if that's true, that's awesome. I think it's going to be really exciting to see the crowd. And if it's sold out, that's even better. Boston, I was at Boston. It was an amazing crowd, but it was not quite sold out. There were empty seats. A lot of seats were full. I would definitely say it was over half full, but there's a huge difference between over half full and sold out. So I'd be excited to see a sold out Dusseldorf. But Scrub gets the first goal here. Got Twitch open, another tab. Oh, thanks, Funi. I appreciate it. G1 auction starting now. Okay, yeah, maybe we'll catch the end of that then if this goes a little longer, or maybe we'll watch that while we're waiting for the next series for Complexity to start. But I agree, it should be easy for Oxygen. It's probably going to be a sweep if I'm being honest. And it's funny because G1 beat Oxygen earlier in the split. It's just that after they kicked Oli, again, I just think everything's changed once they kicked Oli. That's just going to be bad mental. A nice clear here from Elevate. They're only down 1 goal, and it was so early that they have a lot of time to come back in this game. And, of course, they have another game to drop if necessary. Scrub, a clear. Hunter, all 3 triple commit, though. And now Elevate with that 50 might have a play, but Scrub is back. And this is dangerous. Hunter's going to get a redirect. Not quite on net. Flip reset potential, but it's beat out by Elevate. Realizes in the corner. What does he get here? Not quite a beat, but it is into the next corner. Thankfully, past the net. Now Banana Head. What does he got? He passes it mid. Virtuoso has the ball. Dangerous pop. Realize beat out by Scrub. A bump onto Virtuoso, so Banana Head has a free ball. But Virtuoso with the midair stop. What a read. What do we get out of it, though? Not a lot to gain. Not a lot to gain. Kami, another corner clear. Elevate stuck in their corner, actually. Better than being scored on. There we go. Finally, it's clear. Realize now has a ball. He hits it mid. It's open. Doomsy Dish. Not quite a Doomsy Dish. Not enough boost, perhaps, from Realize. Scrub. What can he do? A little bit of a whiff, but Hunter's now going to have a free possession. Free until Kami is there. Not quite so free, huh? Now what do we got? A shot out of Scrub. Virtuoso with the easy save. It shot right at him. It's over too, but Kami is there. To Virtuoso, that would have been the free jump of the century. Banana Head, again, it floats mid, but no one is there for the shot. What can Realize do? A nice 50, again mid, and it's too speedy for anyone to shoot. G1 scored first. Listen, it's not like G1 could not win. I would just be surprised. I think it's more likely that Oxygen win, like the order of likelihood. Oxygen sweep, then Oxygen win a closer series, and then G1 win. So just not super likely, but we'll see what happens. And did Atomic score? Because, I mean, Atomic's their most talented player. Oli's been playing the best. They still have the pieces. They just got to put it together. Ooh, a nice touch there from Banana Head leaves Elevate in a bit of a tough spot. What can Kami do on the backboard? He leaves it. Banana Head in another awkward spot, so Kami gets a free ball. Dangerous, bounce mid. Virtuoso should be there for the save. It's dangerous shot. Oh, just off target, and Elevate is thinking they're lucky stars that it was so. Virtuoso yet again getting a save off the backboard. This has got to be the most saves by a team in a series potentially ever in RLCS. They're getting a lot of saves. And there have been a few overtimes. See you, Nathan, in a few minutes. Another nice save out of Vert. A clear here. Let's see what happens. Into the mid. A shot saved. Elevate, though. They're putting on the pressure. They have 1:30 to make it count, though. They've got to score. And the score from Pioneers was so early, that means they've been sitting here for about 3 minutes without a score on either side. So, an interesting defensive stand from both teams. There's a demo on the back line. That means no one's going to be back. But except Virtuoso sped back immediately because of that demo. Virtuoso loses the ball, but Realize gets over 2. He has 1 to beat. What can he do? He 50s with Scrub. Another 1 to beat. 50s Banana Head, but now Scrub gets the ball. Kami's got to make a touch. He does. Realize is going to have this. A free ball. A free air dribble. Beat by Hunter, but the bump on Banana Head is kind of open for Vert. It's open because of the demo. Let's go. Hey, let's go Elevate. What a score. Virtuoso with the putback. Kami getting the demo to make sure his assist won't go out to poor use. An incredible shot, incredible goal, and Elevate have tied it up. 55 seconds left. Can Elevate take it here? Nice from Virtuoso. They got 50 seconds. They can win in regulation. They could also go to OT. But Elevate on match point here. All they need to do is score 1 more goal without conceding, and they will win. They will win this series. They will move on to the next round, eliminating Pioneers. And it's almost open for Virtuoso, but a great save out of Pioneers. They have a clear long here. It's off target. Kami hits it further into the corner. Virtuoso is there, but he's beat by Banana Head. Kami with an incredible stop necessary. Kami again's going to need to hit the ball here. Scrub's hitting it mid. It's dangerous for Elevate. It's still dangerous. Scrubs can have a free ball. But Kami, it's open for Vert. It's open for Vert. What does he have? It's not quite open, actually. Banana Head is there. My apologies. Oh, but it's still mid. Realize they're going to get a 0-second chance here. Oh, not quite. Which team's getting the chance? Which team? It's Pioneers, but it's not there. We go to OT. Thankfully for Elevate, that was 0 seconds because that was a goal for sure. Oh, but it's Elevate's first opportunity. What do they got in the tank? Scrub off the backboard. He's hit it mid. Hopefully Elevate have a pre-jump in this. Hunter in the air. But it's right to the corner. Realize a long clear straight to Virtuoso, who has a double tap lined up. He misses it. It's a pass to Realize, and it's in. It's in. Elevate win. Pioneers go down. Elevate have won their second series of the World Championship. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. They've done it again. Elevate win another series at this World Championship, putting their mark on this RLCS map. They are here to stay. APAC is here to stay. Realize has elevated this region to another victory. Yet again, history is made as APAC beats OCE for the first time in an RLCS match. Oh, what a series. What a series. Indeed, Funi. Ah, yes. Oh, yeah. Yes. The puns are out. Oh, boy. I can't believe that. They indeed elevated their performance. Yeah. Elevate. They've done it. Well, poor KCP, but I really think this team just regressed a little bit through, not throughout the season, but their LAN performances have certainly regressed. And I think a large part is because they kicked Super Lucky. Like, again, I don't want to harp on that too much, but they kicked the MVP of their region. And yes, he might not have been the MVP in the fall split, but he was a really good player, and that might have been a mistake. So it happens, though. They'll bounce back. Poor Banana Head. He looks quite sad. I hate that they focus on the sad players. Please put the camera on the happy players. Elevator celebrating right now. We're watching Banana Head be sad, but that's okay. You know, that's the way, the nature of sports, of esports. You know, one team's got to win, one team's got to lose. Today, Elevate was on top. And it's not over for Elevate. There's another match today, so don't go anywhere. There's another match happening. Actually, let's swap over right... No. We're going to listen to the interview. But after the interview, we're going to swap over to the next match right away. He did. He started his villain arc after getting kicked. And I still can't believe... I mean, Ground Zero, the real villain arc would have been Ground Zero qualifying over Power. But unfortunately, they couldn't quite do it. And you know what's crazy is for Power... is if Ground Zero had been a team all three splits, it would be Pioneers and Power in this World Championship. For sure. Like, Ground Zero only didn't make it because they played the last two splits. They had 0 points from fall because they weren't formed. But let's listen into this interview with Realize.
You're now one series away from the main event. What does this mean for you?
One series away. What does it mean to Realize? Let's see.
そうですね。まあ結構この対 KCP に勝つっていうのは結構自分たち期待してたっていうか、その勝つべきだなって思ってたんで、まあ正直勝ててほっとしてるんですけど、まああと1試合、まあどのチームが来てもまあ本当にあとはやるだけだと思うので、そうですね。もうあと
Yummy Cheese Man's talking to Kami in the background. You love to see it.
He was saying that for them to go into this, it is amazing for them to win. It really meant a lot to the team, and that they really came into this feeling like they could beat any of these teams. And
I'm
really
glad. I'm glad Elevate feels that way.
They're not sure about who they're going to be facing next, but he is confident that they're going to be ready for it.
I'm glad they're confident. They should be confident. They should be on the highest high because they are so playing so well. Yes, he is the last Asian. I mean, obviously Middle East technically is in Asia, but if you mean like APAC as a region and like APAC native player, then yes, Realize is the last native APAC player in this tournament because Gaming Gladiators is eliminated. So.
そうです。基本的にはやっぱバーチョーソがチームの中で一番うまいので、彼のその意見だったりを聞いて、それを。
But it's nice to see Elevate's confident. Like, good on them for sure. I'm interested to see who they get matched up with in the last round. Virtuoso, nice shout.
For Realize to be able to listen to him and be able to really learn a lot from him as well, and so for him and Kami to be able to go into this, and they have the key thing that they've been working on is communication.
I'm glad they feel like they've learned from Virtuoso because, yeah, Japanese is a beautiful language. There's a lot of languages, you know, I wish I could speak as well. I'm glad he's learning a lot from Virtuoso because Virtuoso has so much European experience. Like, which I don't want to, like, oversell, but, you know, he's playing on a lot of these top teams. In RLCS X, I know he kind of fell off toward the end of his time in Europe, but Virtuoso has all that experience to bring back. And if there were LANs during RLCSX, Virtuoso would have qualified for LAN in Europe. So
That has been like a huge part of it for him from Virtuoso.
And
it's awesome.
my final question for you is, what sets you apart from other regions?
Ooh, I like these questions. I like these questions. But
やっぱ普段練習できる環境が違うと思いますね。やっぱ EU とか NA だと常にどの時間帯でもトッププロとランクができたりとかスクリームができたりすると思うんですけど、やっぱ APAC はなかなか
it's just so nice to
それがで
see
きないので、
a victory interview for Realize again. Like, you know, because like everyone's gonna be clowning on G1 for ages, but it's really good for Elevate to, because we all knew it wasn't a fluke, but for them to really cement it for the people that weren't so sure that this was not a fluke, that they were here in this wildcard to play. So
He really doesn't feel like APAC is in the same. But he really feels like if given the opportunity, APAC can really elevate that, and they really feel like a lot of the players would be able to get a lot stronger.
Pun intended,
Even-
or- It was definitely- okay, no.
everybody's making the pun, but it's really good. It's really good that he feels that they need, if they get their chance, that they're gonna show why they belong. I'm glad Realize feels that way again. And you know, I think he has a good point. I strongly feel that they should have. So how do you guys feel about this? 24 teams in the majors, and then you only have 16 teams at Worlds. And the reason why is because I feel like Worlds can be a smaller event as long as everyone has a fair chance at qualifying. So all 16 spots at Worlds are determined by the majors. And at the majors, you have every region have multiple spots. That way, every region has a true chance to prove their worth. Anyway, that's how I would like that style. Oh yeah, no, they made history when they beat G1. They made history again. So it's a huge performance out of them. And now we are gonna swap over to this G1. Wow, G1 is up a game and tied. We're gonna swap over until the next series starts. So we'll check in after each game. But yeah, Elevate's made history, and that's awesome for them. Awesome to see, and it's just good for the scene. Good for Rocket League. And as an Elevate fan, you love to see it. Truly historic times. Let's see what happens here. Oh, Oxygen, but a nice save from G1. Another wild save out of G1. Oxygen nearly scoring there. It's 15 seconds left and the game is tied. What can Ixo do? He passes it mid. Jorias, what is that name from Jorias? What has he done with the end of his name? Ixo keeps it in. 5 seconds. Oxygen still looking to score. Archie's going to have a ball here. What does he do with it? He hits it. Now it's going to hit the ground. Atomic trying to kill the ball, and killed it is. We have overtime here. Oxygen versus G1. I should swap. What? Are we rooting for or against G1? Well, you know what? We're not even going to watch this for super long. So more importantly, who are you rooting for out of Complexity and Team Secret? Let me know in the chat when we swap over to that series. Yeah, Nathan, they did it. Elevate won. Sorry I missed it. Welcome back. Welcome back. Team Secret? Alrighty. Secret it is. Once we swap over, I'll update it now. Once we swap over, we'll be cheering on Secret. Excuse me. Alright, just updating my title. I don't even know if that makes a difference in people clicking on this stream or not, but I'm putting on who we're cheering on. South America, I said I would love it if both South American teams and both Middle East teams qualified for main events, because I think that would start to show that we just need more spots. I think we need 3 spots for both of them. In the majors, not enough spots to go around. And yet, G1 score here while I'm talking about it. What a shot from Atomic. This is wild to me. So the one thing that I think that G1 have going for them is they know Oxygen. So all the players are going to be more comfortable in this matchup. But it is wild to me that they're beating Oxygen right now because Oxygen looks so good against Power. But maybe that's a sign that... I don't know what this is. Maybe I'm going too deep here. But if Oxygen beat Power, G1 beat Oxygen, and Elevate beat both G1 and Pioneers, then maybe Elevate's just better than OC right now. Maybe they beat Power as well. Maybe that's reading too much into it. Yeah, did they decide to pay their players? Yeah, they sent the paychecks in, and suddenly G1's like, oh, okay, we're here now. No, I don't know, man. I don't know what. I don't know. They decided to. They decided to actually eat breakfast this morning. Maybe, who knows? Who knows? But yeah, they're playing well. Oh, they're taking a timeout. Well, Oxygen's on a timeout. Let's go back to the main stream, see if we have a timer. Not yet, but there's gonna be a break on this stream for a bit. Look at that celebration. Look at that. You love that. You love that. You love that from Elevate. It means so much to the players. Yeah, it's all in the breakfast indeed. All in the breakfast indeed. And what? We'll go back to that, but you get a little sneak peek of this secret players there. Actually, we'll go back to this. What's in their cereal? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But oh boy, this is interesting to me. And you know what's funny is I've always felt this way. I've always felt Archie, Jorius, those two in particular, are just incredibly talented players that never have found their right mix. I really thought Jorius would succeed on Dignitas back when he joined Violent Panda and Yukio, and that squad never really worked out. Then they subbed in apparently Jack, and they formed up, but it took some time. And then Violent Panda had his hand injury. I'll have to say that Jorius and Archie, and then because Archie I watched him on Endpoint, they've had their moments. They have their moments where they look like the best player on the pitch, but they also just have like uncharacteristic misses a lot. So it's almost like not even uncharacteristic anymore. So for the two of them, I don't know when they'll find their consistency, but if they did, they'd unleash. And clearly they're not being consistent in this series. Obviously, we only watched the end of that last game, but you really need Jorius and Archie to step it up, and then they'll be better. You know what I'm wondering? Is Jorius FN stand for Jorius Fortnite? Maybe this is Jorius' Fortnite account, and he's playing on a different Rocket League account than he usually does. Like his Epic Games account. Like he could be linked to his Steam account, but he signed in on Epic Games, I mean. Oh, dangerous. Dangerous, but they get it. They get it out. Yeah, he's smurfing on Fortnite. That's what I'm wondering, man. I don't know. Why does he have FN at the end of his name? I've seen all kinds of variations on name. I mean, yesterday, Moist Cash was playing with Cash Kami, which Kami is like some kind of like anime thing, I believe. So, but anyway, point being, usually you can like tell why they've changed their name, but I have no idea why he has the letters FN at the end of his name. So, Ole doesn't. Yeah. Or does Atomic not have one today? Oh, so you know what's funny is Ole. I feel like Ole's been the most consistent on this land so far. Ole Meister. He's changed his name, but that's like makes sense, you know. And then I don't remember what LTK stands for, but Atomic's always had his name like that. So anyway, yes, I know that one. The Reddles Slater backwards. Elevate 1J, welcome back. It was an incredible overtime win in Game 6. So a close series, but it didn't even need to go to Game 7. Elevate pulled it out. An incredible moment. Highly recommend you go and watch back either my VOD or the actual VOD, just to see the players celebrate, because you love to see it. You love to see it. And in the interview, Realize was saying that they're confident they can make it out of Wildcard. So we'll see what they can do. I definitely think they can do it. And it's good that they're confident, because like the players should never, all this stuff I talk about like realistic, like, you know, sometimes you got to be real when a team's unlikely to make it through. Like I still think Elevate's going to be the underdogs going into the next round. The players though should not have that mentality. They should have a completely different mentality. They don't need to look at the realism. They should just look at it from like the perspective of confident. Obviously, you don't want to be overconfident, but you need to have confidence if you're going to be a pro player. So they should always be thinking, yeah, we can make it out of Wildcard. Because that's not a crazy thing to say for any team. It is one thing to be like, it would be maybe overconfident to tell if Elevate was like, yeah, we're winning the trophy. But it's not at all overconfidence, in my opinion, for them to say, yeah, we're making it out of Wildcard. Exactly. Yeah, Funi. That can be this channel's running joke, this serial. I'll try and sneak that into a video maybe. But oh boy, this is an interesting game from G1. They are dominating the offensive pressure here. And Auctions had some good looks. They've been saved every time. Atomic's open net potentially? Not quite. Auctions getting the saves here. Next season is going to be really interesting. It is. Where did my mouse cursor go? There we go. But yeah. This is a close one. Oh, did they get swept by Power? I realized I didn't even check the end of that. That makes sense. I do think that it's interesting that Power swept them but didn't sweep Valiant. And I guess it really boils down to, for whatever reason, Valiant was better against pro teams on LAN. I have heard Valiant didn't get to scrim anybody but Elevate and Limitless. So maybe it's that everyone scrims Limitless and figured them out, but they didn't scrim Elevate, or sorry, they didn't scrim Valiant, so they got a game off Valiant. And I think that Limitless were just better than Valiant, so it didn't matter that they've scrimmed them. They know how to beat them. So maybe that's why Valiant won a game, but Limitless didn't. All that to say that even with Valiant taking one game off Power were playing very poorly that game. So I'm a firm believer, and I hate to say this, I don't want to be mean to the region, but I'm a firm believer after this event that Sub-Saharan Africa did not get better in the season. Or not that they didn't get better, but they didn't improve relative to other seasons. They're at the exact same place they were last season relative to everybody else. They're just not very good yet. And that's not going to change unless they get more spots to major, in my opinion. I don't think it'll change anytime soon. So, like, truly it's kind of a catch-22 because people are like, oh, they need to be better before they can be in RLCS. But you look at APAC, APAC's gotten way better by being in RLCS majors. So, anyway. Oh, and APAC's also proof that it only takes one spot. With one spot, it still can make a difference. So, hopefully SSA gets their one spot. Even though they played so poorly. Like, that's what I'm saying, is I think that they need that spot to be better. Anyway, enough about SSA. Nice goal from Dorito while I'm distracted, so that now G1 might bounce back here. They were down 2 goals, but they can tie this up and win game 3 potentially. 1-goal games, yep. I think Limitless aren't bad, and Valiant aren't bad. They are just... It's just they're clearly worse than the teams that are at international events. I mean, as an example, not to be mean to OC, but I think if Limitless, as an example, moved to OC, they'd be making OC regionals. But they'd not be in that top 8 discussion. They'd be in like 9th through 16th in OC, potentially. I just don't think they're consistent enough to be getting like playoffs runs in OC, potentially. But they'd be they'd be making regionals in OC. They're not that bad. But even in regions like OC, there's that gap between teams at the bottom and the teams at the top. Like, we keep talking about Pioneers, but the gap between Pioneers and the teams below Ground Zero is there. Like, they are clearly better than all the teams below Ground Zero. Can Ixo kill it? No, Oli keeps it alive, but it gets away from him, and they do kill it. So Auction take a game, and now we'll go back and check the other series. Apparently, on the day Valiant played Limitless, Genji heard about the tough times they had with scrimming. Oh, that's nice. They still got swept. Well, that makes sense. I'm glad they got at least one good scrim, because you know the worst part is if they got no good scrims, that means that their trip out there, it wasn't a waste, but if they're going to lose 0-3 anyway, they lost 0-3 anyway, so if they didn't get any good scrims out of it, then it's like not good at all. Like, that's just, they could have gotten so much more value, and that's not on them. Obviously, they were trying to get at the value. It's kind of on everybody. Although, again, you can't blame teams if they think it's not going to be valuable practice time. It's like a catch-22. What can you do? I'm glad they got one good scrim, though. That's good. Where's this other series at? Not quite started. Not quite started, so I guess we might watch one more game of this. That is good for Valiant, rather, though. Let's see. Anything else in the chat? What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. I keep getting distracted, but a while back, someone mentioned, it might have been you, Jay, I don't recall, that the stadium is going to be full. Although I know I did talk about that. I don't know. Anyway, so I think the crowd is going to be even better than the Boston LAN. So we'll see how that goes. G1 are just looking the better team right now. It's pretty crazy to me. I know they just lost the last game to Oxygen, but they are looking better. They are looking better. And that's a surprise. I think that maybe it was just a shaky start to their LAN and they're bouncing back. Or maybe Elevate's better than we all expected. But you know what this made me realize? I actually realized this the other day when Oxygen lost to... Who'd they lose to? I don't remember. But whenever Oxygen lost, it made me realize that I think there's a gap between the top 5 or 6. 5. No, we'll call it 6. There's a gap between the top 6 European teams and the rest of them. So you have your BDS, your Carmine Corp, your Team Vitality, your Liquid, your Moist, right? That's 5. Maybe add a Hogan mode. You take those 6, and they're all very. I think they'd all be competitive on LAN. Obviously, Moist has had a rough start, but I still think they'll make it out of Wildcard. We'll see, but I still think Moist make it out of Wildcard. You take those 6 away, and Europe is looked weaker than they usually do. I mean, Oxygen and G1, I know it's just Oxygen and G1 in this case, but both Oxygen and G1 have looked poor. And maybe it's indicative, and you know what, I think I actually mentioned this yesterday, I believe it's indicative of all the players on the bench. This is a nice goal from Oli, again, playing the best on G1 right now. You know what I think it's indicative of? I think it's indicative of the fact that Europe has so many players on the bench. You've got Extra, Mark by 8, Sizen, Relating Wave, I don't even know, more. There's so many players in like contract jail stuck on the bench that I think it made them weaker in the spring split. I don't believe Oli is German, no. As far as I understand it, there were no German players in the German LAN, which is very sad because PSG Tundra, all they needed to do was win like, 2 or 3 more series maybe in the spring, and they would have beat out G1 and been the last spot. And PSG Tundra was a full German roster, so you hate to see it. And you know what's funny is I actually really love that German Amigos squad because they're picked up by PSG Tundra right now. But I thought they had one of the best teamless names. I just loved the whole German Amigos logo and their whole story. So it's kind of sad they didn't make the German LAN. G1's just playing really well. I don't want to miss the start of the next series, so I'm going to briefly check. Nope, they're still doing pre-show. I don't remember what Oli is. I think he's like, I don't remember, from the Netherlands, so Dutch maybe? I don't recall. Maybe he's Dutch. I know he's not German because people were talking about how there's no German teams. Nice save out of Archie. That was a close one. It won't matter if they can't score, though. As I say that, Ixo puts a nice shot on. Not quite on target, but Atomic clears it away. Now Dorito, he puts it into the corner. Jorius is there. Ixo, a 50 with Oli, though. He hits it out. Another 50. What can Archie do? A double tap potentially, but no, he has no boost. He steals the boost from Oli, though. Atomic takes the ball away from Oli. See, that's an example there. They're taking the ball away from each other, G1. So I don't know how they're making it work. But they made it work. But there still are some chinks in that armor. There still are some gaps in their play that if you're Oxygen, you think they'd be taken advantage of. Like there. They triple commit there. So G1 are still having these weak moments. I'm surprised Oxygen can't capitalize. In winter, and when they changed their name, I thought they disbanded. Oh, Nathan, no, they got picked up by an org. I'm sorry, man. They got picked up by like an org, which is good for them. Obviously, if you're a fan of their name, it's like, oh, I would have loved to see their logo more. But, you know, they got paid, so that's good. 4 EU teams already in groups. Oh, yeah. I think the EU crowd, I mean, we all know the EU teams that are already in the top 4, all 4 of them have a legitimate chance of making a semifinal run. And I would be surprised. You know what? I'll just say it. Like 2 of the 4, like I would guarantee that at least 2 of the 4 make it semis. So, and I don't know which 2. I'm just saying you got BDS, K-Corp, Vitality, who are all great, and Liquid, who are also great, probably a little bit below those 3. All 4 of them can make a semis run, and I'd be shocked if we didn't see at least 2 of those 4. Also, all that to say that the EU crowd shouldn't need any extra help. And you know, I was in the Boston crowd, and Farah, that was just a brilliant move from Farah. Because the crowd, it's not like, well, I don't know about every crowd, but at least that Boston crowd, it wasn't like they were not cheering. It's just that someone needed to give them a reason to cheer. I had a reason to cheer. I'm wearing a BDS shirt right now. I was cheering on BDS. But a lot of people just needed a reason to cheer. And so when Farah gave them one, that became an excellent experience for everybody, a great crowd effort. And I think Europe's not going to need that. I think it'll just be great from start to finish. But we'll see. G1 is doing it. In the meantime, though, this game keeps going on. They're doing predictions. So I think we'll swap over here. G1 is up 3-1. I bet they win after now, knowing now, but we won't know for sure. So let's swap over.
Dude, I'd have them picks, but I cannot do it. I refuse.
Team Secret. We like to see it. We like to see it. By the way, Jay, we're rooting on Team Secret. It was voted on, I guess, while you were gone, I think. Do you know K-Corp versus the World event is happening? Oh, I forgot about that. They're playing G2, which, you know what? G2 is looking better than they were, but I still think K-Corp's favored in that match. I heard about that. I heard about it from the Rocket League perspective, but it's cool that they're playing in other events. They're playing Valorant, though. You know, I've heard their Valorant team is not so great, but we'll see if they get better. I think they just had what happened? They had like a roster move, but they ran out of moves, so they couldn't change, and then their squad's just been really bad or whatever. But anyway, that's really cool, and I think it's crazy that K-Corp sold out at a venue for that. That's the crazy news. But, yeah. Oh, no, I'm a fan of the player. So, the only org that I'm, like, a fan of, and because, like, I'm not a huge fan of, like, being a fan of orgs in general. Obviously, it's good as the esport grows, it's okay to be fan of orgs if you really like the way they run things. The only org that's like that is Endpoint, because I was a fan of their team for so long that I grew to like the org. And Endpoint in particular is a really tiny org that doesn't work like any of these bigwig orgs, like a Complexity or like a Carmine Corp, well, Carmine Corp is kind of a different category, but like a G2 or something. Like, it's not a big org, it's a very tiny org, and I always like the way they run things. In terms of play, but every other team I'm a fan of, I'm more of a fan of the players. So, oh yeah, UK, yeah. They're British org indeed, from the UK. I've just liked the way, because again, I was a fan of their Rocket League team in RLCS Season X, and their team broadcasts were just so fun to hang out in. Their CEO, Pete, I think his name is, hangs out in the chat during events. He's really involved, which obviously I think a lot of CEOs are involved, but what I mean is he's still involved from like what the fans can see. And it's just a nice vibe. It's a good vibe. You know, they actually had Cole and Stumpy, the casters, cast their team streams before they became big RLCS casters. I think they were RS casters before that, but before they were like mainstream RLCS casters, they were on the Endpoint broadcast. So, nice. They're just a nice org. It's funny too because they do events that obviously I can't go to. I'm living in the U.S., but they'll host events in their like headquarters that they recently built and stuff like that. So you could look into that if you want to go see it. But yeah, as the series gets started, I'll briefly wrap it up by saying I'm not a fan of the BDS as the org. Not that I hate the org or anything, but I'm a fan of the players, specifically Seiko, from his time on Endpoint, and I was a fan of Extra. Now Extra is not on the team anymore, but I'm still a fan for now, and I don't dislike Monkey Moon Horizon. I'm cheering them on all the same, but Seiko is really what's holding me to BDS. So if like he left BDS, then I wouldn't really be a BDS fan anymore. British in it. Nice. G2. Oh yeah, that's scary. You know what's funny is I really don't know why they agreed to play. I am assuming it's money. It's got to be money. I don't know how much K-Corp is paying them, but K-Corp's got to be paying them. I'm assuming at the very least K-Corp paid for their flights out, right? So Carmine Corp is paying to fly out the players to, is Paris, I think? Or at least somewhere in France. So that's a free trip to France, but I'm assuming it's more than just that. I'm assuming they're getting paid, like actual money. And if they're getting paid money, then why not do it? If they're not getting paid money, then yeah, it might be a scary experience to be the crowd villains. And unlike every other event, you know for sure you're going to be the villains. Like, for example, Vitality were the villains, and then they became the favorites. And I think when you're in a neutral crowd, that can happen. But K-Corp versus the World is not going to be a neutral crowd. Not at all. So, yeah. I like Rise. Rise is nice. What I like about Rise is how involved he is in the scene, and I think players like Rise really help grow the scene because he's involved in so many podcasts. He's appeared on Shotcast like a million times, and he also is just very active on Twitter. The point being that when a player is also a streamer and involved in the community, it helps a lot. I don't even know if he streams, but I know he's involved in the community. So you like to see it from Rise. And I like that if a player trash talks, they have to say it before the match. And Rise is one of those players that when he trash talks, he does it before, not after a series. So I like that. Let's get into the series, though. 0 goals scored so far. We are rooting on Team Secret. If they're going to win this, they're going to need to outplay Complexity. That's a really generic thing to say. What I mean by that is I think Secret has a very similar playstyle to Complexity, and they're just going to need to beat them at their own game. They're going to have to outspeed the speed demons of Complexity. So we'll see what happens. A team bump from Raise Bull. That's odd. I think Secret have done well so far. Oh, and that's another thing. They're going to have to actually be defensive. Oh, as you can see, Complexity is quite the explosive offense. So Secret are going to need to beat Complexity at their own game and maintain a defensive rotation in the meantime. When did this start? This series just started, but the event started at 9 a.m. Sorry, Mr. 10. It started 9 a.m. EST. I don't know what that is in your time zone, but it already started. It started early today because it's going to be longer. And in part because it is a longer day, I'm probably not going to stream the whole thing. Another goal for Complexity. You hate to see it. We're rooting on Team Secret, by the way, Mr. 10, to support South America in general and also just be another underdog story. Funnily enough, Complexity kind of is that South American squad. So either way, a majority South American of a nationality squad will be victorious. Oh yeah, well, because I'm on the East Coast, so again, 9 a.m. really isn't that early in the grand scheme of things. It's just that it's a weekend. But if I was on the West Coast, that would be even worse. So a lot of people in the United States are sleeping right now. Nope, sorry, Mr. 10. It was yeah. I think even starting on Wednesday, Thursday, it'll be 11. It's just one day. Today was 9 a.m. I don't know why. I know it was because there's more matches today. That's why. But still, it's like a random time. It's random to start one day early. So Team Secret had a really good hold, and then they just let in a flurry of goals just like that. So it's really interesting. 3:35. That's nice. It's really interesting. Obviously time zone. Everybody knows time zones, but I always find it fascinating how time zones work in real life. Because every time you're doing something, there's someone on the other side of the world at a completely different part of the day. Nice touches here from Team Secret. They get out of defense, but Raise Bull is gonna get this in the corner. Never mind. Raise Bull takes it across his net. A risky play from Raise Bull, and he misses the pinch. Yeah, Raise Bull had a really dangerous touch, and Secret are going to be on offense because of the way Raise Bull played that. KV1, what can he do in the court? Nope, CRR is there. Never mind, KV1's on the ground. Knight hits it potentially to Sad off the backboard, but CRR clears it. And yeah, this game's kind of looking like a wrap-up. It's looking like Complexity has this. They only have to hold on for 30 seconds. What did you miss, Mr. 10? Elevate won. That's what you missed. Elevate beat Pioneers in an incredible Game 6 overtime victory. Incredible time. Go back and watch it if you get a chance. I realize I just spoiled it, so maybe I shouldn't have, but absolute incredible series. You're in India. Wow, 8 p.m. See? Yeah, that's what I mean. Other side of the world. That's almost 12 hours apart from me because it's 10:30 right now for me, so wow. Yep. Different times indeed. Also, these matches probably go late for you. Or Jay, at least today it'll go late. It'll run late. Nice touches from Complexity. Yeah, Complexity just looked the better team this game. Hopefully they catch up. Oh, we lost some viewers. I believe they can catch it up though. Get back on it. But I said the in it thing by mistake. Exactly, at 3 a.m. That's what I was thinking. I mean, because it's a long day today. And like I said, I won't be streaming the whole thing, but I am going to be streaming at least these first two series, probably a little bit longer. But yeah. G1 won the series. Okay. Let's see what we're seeing. Oh, I already closed out of that stream. Let's check the score, though. That's nuts. We can't see the score yet, but it was a lot of close games. But, I mean, G1 was just playing better, which is crazy. Not what I expected. Complete opposite of what I expected. 1:30 a.m. Rip indeed. Yeah, I hate to see it. I think Secret can bounce back, but that was not a great showing in Game 1. Again, not that I know what I'm talking about, but we should have picked Complexity. Nah, we don't have to pick the winners of every series. We can pick on a root for an underdog. And, you know, because I knew Secret was going to be the underdogs, but Complexity did look weaker than I think a lot of us expected in the wildcard so far. That said, before the wildcard began, I had Complexity as the #1 team in the wildcard. So it's not even bad for Secret if they lose here. They have one more chance to make it. Oh boy, a nice save out of Sad. Barely saved, but it was saved. And the pressure is still on for Team Secret. They got to break out of their half here. A nice wall dash from Knight, but it doesn't get anything done. Instead, CRR beats him out. Oh, a shot from AJG. Lucky that was off as the Team Secret player missed the save. Knight is missed. Can they get it? No. CRR, they can't get the save, rather, because Complexity scores. CRR just has a easy shot here as KV1 flipped wrong. Honestly, KV1 flipped the wrong way. It's unfortunate. A little bit of a better flip there, and it 50s into the corner. Who did I have? I had Moist and Complexity, so I was very wrong. But, again, in my defense... I'll defend it. I mean, those were the best teams at the Spring Majors, so there's not a lot I can do. I'm just predicting based on what it would have been going on a gut feeling to say anybody else. So that's who I went with. Oh wow, a lot of active chat here. This is the only two-day series. Elevate 1, yes. Mr. 10, Elevate 1, G1 beat Auction. It's quite a surprise. Power beat Limit, yes. Okay, sorry, all catching up on chat. Nothing really unsurprising except G1 beating Auction, in my opinion. And Elevate, a lot of people might have thought that was surprising. I didn't think that was surprising, though. A nice save. Team Secret are still in this game. They're still in this game. Falcons and Complexity. You know what? Falcons wasn't a bad shout, and you were correct, so... But you know what's funny is in the middle of the day yesterday, I would have thought you were wrong because Twisted Minds went up 3-0. I can't believe that it's not that Falcons made it. That's not the surprising part. It's that they reverse swept to make it out of Wildcard 3-0. That's what's surprising to me. Because for even Falcons, reverse sweeping's a lot to do in a best of 7. Pioneers out is a bit crazy, but yes, they're the 1 seed, but I've talked out why I believe Power was the better team. So Power not only had a better spring. What a goal from KV1, though. Incredible. They're getting on top. It's not over. Not over at all. They have the lead here in Game 2. And KV1's going to be that person we have to look for to make those goals. A nice pass from Knight. And Complexity, a little bit of misses, but we take it. We take it. Nice for KV1 and for Secret. But yeah, back to Pioneers. I think Power were the better team in the spring split. And Pioneers were facing some challenges. I think they were facing some challenges with the way... How do I put this? The way that their squad was functioning because they had to play with a sub in the spring split a bit. They didn't get as good of a split of practice. And yeah, that's part of why they missed the spring major, but it definitely made them hard for me to rate them. And it's going to contribute to a little bit of their downfall. Yeah, nice saves here. Space saving. I see what... I was confused, but I understand now. Indeed, Space Station versus Moist is going to be crazy. It's going to be the best... Maybe not the best series today. Elevate Pioneers kind of might take the crown for that, in my opinion, because of the emotion. But definitely it's going to be one of the best series. One of the best series of the day, for sure. And, yeah. I think... Also, you know, we have to... It has to be mentioned... I believe Pioneers would not be out right now if they had picked a better round 1 matchup. And I know we talked about it, and we don't want to be too mean to Banana Head for saying that people were crazy for saying they're crazy, but now we know they were crazy for picking Twisted Minds indeed. So, yeah. Team Secret, all they got to do is hold on. A clear would be nice, though. CRR, the bump. What a save from KV1. He keeps it out. Oh, no. Open net. Sad is there, though. Not quite open. HAG is going to... No, he's going to double tap this. No, not a double tap. A drop down. But Knight is there. KV1 hits it. Knight into the corner. CRR. But KV1 keeps it away. HAG, a pass to Raiseball, and it's open. Complexity ties it up. Team Secret might be in some trouble. We'll have to see what they can do here. It's going to require another goal, which is possible, but they've been struggling a bit, I think, to not get a goal that wasn't a Complexity mistake. Who the 3-4 wildcard play in groups? Good question. I don't recall, but I'm assuming it would be Vitality, FaZe, and Ninjas in Pajamas. Vitality, FaZe, Ninjas in Pajamas. I don't know what order. Yep. Well, no, it's definitely Jay. It's definitely Vitality, FaZe, and Ninjas in Pajamas. And the reason why is Carmine Corp has a better seed than Vitality, even though Vitality won the Spring Major. And then that's why Vitality's in there. And then FaZe is just the #1 North America seed. Sorry, the #2, I mean, because Gen G is #1. And then Ninjas in Pajamas somehow are higher seed than BDS and Rule 1. Oh, yeah, wait, 3-4-5 play who I said. I see. You were saying 60 doesn't play Vitality, which, yes. I think Jay is correct. I will check, but I think Jay is correct, which lines up with what I was saying. I didn't realize someone else had mentioned anything. But, yeah, I understand it now. It's funny because you think Vitality would be a higher seed than Liquid and K-Corp, but both Liquid and K-Corp had a very consistent season, which is funny because people said I was crazy for putting Gen G and Liquid high in my power rankings, which we haven't seen them play yet, so I could be wrong. But the reason I put Gen G and Liquid both high is because of that season-long performance from both of them, respectively. Consistent season-long performance. And that's also why Carmine Corp's a little bit higher than BDS. BDS is a new squad, so it's not quite the same thing. But they've had all season... BDS, not BDS, Carmine Corp, that is, have had all season and been consistent the whole way through. Oh, Team Secret, not quite. Almost a score here in overtime. I'm going to get back into like hard casting the game. Team Secret, they can win this game. They've looked good. They've had good chances. Here, CRR's a miss. This is a chance for Secret. They're now on offense, but CRR's going to get the ball. Does he boom it away? He does. Sad has a 50, but CRR 50s it well. AJG hits it straight at Knight. Knight into the corner, into the wall, I should say. KV1 reading a raisable miss. KV1, can he score? No. CRR reads it. CRR gets the demo and the boost. So now Raiseball has a passing lane. Knight gets the save, though. Incredible performance here from both teams. It's end-to-end action. What happens now? It's off the backboard. Sad reads it. Can he beat Raiseball? He does, but he gets demoed for his troubles. CRR now on the wall. Beats Knight. It's a pass to AJG, but KV1 is there. Raiseball, though. A shot. Nope. Off target. Knight is there. A lot of bounces high into the air. Sad now with the ball. Gets it past one. Can't get it past Raiseball. But Knight, high hit from Knight, and it gives it straight back. KV1, demoed. Raiseball now. And Raiseball, another 50. Knight, what can he do with it? He hits it low. A pinch wide. Good for Secret. But Sad booms the ball away. And now it's AJG back with the ball again. An unfortunate boom away from Secret. What can they do, though? KV1, 50 with CRR. Knight, another 50. It's dangerous. Does Sad have boost? He does. Sad has to beat Raiseball. He does, but yet another demo. Team Secret are getting demoed every single time they touch the ball. Knight, dangerous, awkward. KV1's got to make the save. Make the save, he does. Raiseball, though, full boost. Bumped away. Knight, can he get the shot? No. Raiseball with the ceiling read after getting bumped. Knight's getting multiple bumps as he goes. Sad. What does he have in his tank? a bump, but he missed. CRR, a poor 50 though. AJG, out mid. Knight, it's open. No, it's not quite. CRR is there. He's going to hit it off the backboard. But he hits it right to Sad. What does Sad have in his tank? Now Knight. Oh, it's wide into the corner. Sad though, with the boost and the ball. Not quite. Raise bull. We're almost 3 minutes in. Either team can win. Is it open for AJG? Not quite. We got Sad hitting it over to Knight. CRR bounces it mid. Sad takes it away, though. Perhaps from his teammate. KV1 was there. It's open for AJG. No, not open, I should say. Knight reads it. Raise bull. Perhaps a pass, but Sad is there. Now Sad air dribbling it. CRR is in the corner. A flip reset, but CRR is going to take this ball away. KV1 bumps him out. 50's the ball. Now AJG. Corner read. Nope. A pass mid. Raise bull. KV1 with the ball. I'm just saying words now, but we got this. KV1, ball on his hood. What can he do? A flick, nowhere, corner, CRR 50. And Sad's going to get this now. Raise bull, hopefully gets a possession out of it. No, Team Secret, they got this. Team Secret, corner read. What can we do? What can Team Secret do to break down this complexity defense? They keep moving the ball, getting a few nice passes in, but nothing is coming of it. Likewise, though, complexity haven't had a good look in a while now. Both teams are not getting great looks on offense. What can they do to break the deadlock? Or will we have a longer than 11-minute overtime? We're quite a bit away, though. 4 minutes in. Let's see. CRR hits it, pinches it, gets it past 1, but not 2. KV1 hits it far into the complexity corner. Raise bull with a long pinch down to CRR. CRR gets a poor touch. Knight, though, another poor touch. Now HAG gets the ball. It's a back pass to Raise bull, or rather CRR. CRR is going to yank the boost. Take it up the wall, hit it mid, probably get a bump on Sad. A shot from Raise bull, and that was all they needed. An air dribble bump into a shot. CRR setting it up for Raise bull, and unfortunately for Team Secret, they're going to go down 2 games. Oh boy, another long overtime for us, but we're not going to break that 11-minute record yet. What did I miss in chat in the meantime? BDS deciding to perform at the very end of the season. Yep, it did. And they managed to get through group stages. I will say it's definitely not just deciding to perform. It definitely has to do with adding Rise in. I love Extra, and I'm still sad that he got removed from the squad, but Rise has really made them better. And now they're looking like they're going to challenge for the World Championship, so you like to see it. Raise Bull's the best car design? I'd have to look. I haven't been checking out car designs. What is it? I can't. Oh, here we get a chance. Is it just the complexity decal? It's a nice decal, but it is a nice decal. Longest OT. Yep, 11:02. Not quite the longest OT, but we had a good one for today. The white Zombas. I have white Zombas. I like them. They are perhaps the best wheels. You know what I run with white Zombas? I run a endpoint decal from last season. So the one that's like purple and white instead of like dark blue and black. It's like a pinkish purple type, and it fades into a blue, but it's a light blue, and then it's white. Anyway, titanium white Dominus with that endpoint decal and white Zombas. And I like it. Oh yeah, what car do you guys play? Because I play Dominus, which has definitely fallen out of popularity with the pros. It's not a pro car anymore. It used to be, but not really anymore. I think one of the Pioneers players still plays Dominus, and he's one of the last ones. Has to be simple. Fennec. Fennec's probably the best car, objectively. I'm just too used to the Dominus to swap at this point. I think Fennec matches the hitbox so well. That's why it's better than Octane, at least. That's for sure. I like the Dominus again because I'm used to it, and I believe the Dominus is better for ground dribbles, which is what I like to do. But Fennec is the better all around car. I'm not used to it, and it's hard to swap once you've spent so much time on one car. The classic Middle Eastern Fennec, nice. Is that different than the French Fennec? Because I know there's one Fennec that has anodized pearl, orange and pink, and I thought that was French, but I don't remember. I know there's a lot of like really clean anodized pearl designs, or it doesn't have to be. Is it this one? Is it purple maybe? I don't know. This is what I'm talking about though, what CRR has. It's like anodized pearl, like it's two different colors that like swaps between depending on the way you're looking at it. Freestyles use dominance? They do. It's also kind of good at air dribbles, but I don't do air dribbles. That's not what I use it for. And it's easier to flip reset, but again, I don't flip reset. So, wow, and nice musty flick from Knight, but it's saved away by complexity. That was almost a goal there. CRR, oh man, and it's just too much. It's too much for this Team Secret squad. They should have had this. What happened? KV1 double committed. That's why they conceded. Secret tried to jump. Sad did, I mean, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. It is that one. Nice. Okay. That's a nice card. I mean, I like the anodized pearl, just clean looks. So KV1, and it's a miss. A nice bump or demo, I should say, from Secret there though, from Knight. What can they do? This is dangerous. This is dangerous. Raise Bulls, getting it mid. Sad, nice clear. Knight pops it up. What do we got out of Knight here? A nice 50-50 there, but not quite. Whew. Okay, a nice 50-50 there for CRR. No one gets it past, no one can get it past the defense quite. A nice 50-50 there. Raise Bull pops it up. CRR, top down, not quite. A pass back. Why am I hyping up complexity? I don't know. But Secret there, they've got to get the stop now. When I'm like hard casting, I keep bamboozling myself about which team I'm cheering on. Sad though gets the ball. Okay, Sad can take this. Oh, it's a little bit ahead of him, and Raise Bulk steals the ball away. Knight's gonna have to get a stop here. Nope, Sad does after all. He gets back to the ball. Knight, a bit of a miniature clear, and not enough of a clear because Raise Bull's right there. KV1 hitting it into the corner. A flip reset pass to Knight, but Knight doesn't read that. And now Secret's back on defense. Sad, what can he do? A 50 with Raise Bull. KV1 should beat AJG, and he does. It's into the corner. CRR loses the boost, but gets the ball. KV1, though, reads that. Maybe a pinch. Nope, not quite. Attempted a flip reset, but not quite. Sad gets it back into the corner, and this is just a close game, tight-knit for both players. Saffron Fennec with BDS. Ah, yeah, BDS decal's nice. And the Zombas, yeah, we all love the Zombas. CRR, but the yellow part is lighter. Gotcha. Whoa, what a hit, but a save from Sad. Secret keep out with all these saves. A lot of saves out of them, but you like to see it. The oldest players, you guys know who used. I mean, some pros use the Fennec that are older. I'm not gonna remember who. I mean, obviously the Fennec coming out so much later was definitely part of it, because I was playing on the Dominus long before the Fennec came out. Not long before, but like a couple years before the Fennec came out. So that does impact it. Shot set 45. That makes sense. That's a good shot. Sorry, I'm just reading chat now. And it's definitely meta now, but it wasn't meta in RLCSX. So maybe between the beginning of RLCSX and now, it's become the meta. So slowly but surely, it has. Genuinely a new RLCS player. No worries, Nathan. Remember, car choice doesn't matter nearly as much as your comfortability with the car. So pick the car you're most comfortable with. And the only way it would ever matter more than that is if you're literally a pro. But I am of the opinion that pros shouldn't be just swapping cars willy-nilly. They need to pick one of the better cars and stick to it. Obviously, they could play on any car, but no one can sit here and tell me with a straight face that a Scarab is not a competitive disadvantage, because I feel playing with the Scarab would be a competitive disadvantage if you're a pro. If you're like a diamond or plat or even champ, it's not going to matter. But at pro level, all the little things matter. Secret score! 31 seconds and they tie it up. A nice showing from Knight, a nice showing from Sat. KV1, a three-way passing play, rather. 3 ways. And they get the goal. They get the dub. Not dub, but tie it up. Now, they're going to need this game, because if they go 3-0 down, this is not a reverse sweep is not in the cards for Team Secret. So this is a critical game. They gotta win this one. Old BDS. Oh, the old BDS. You know what's funny? I like all the older decals from last season better. But yeah, the yellow one, it's nice. It's nice. The different colors. Pink, yellow, white. Free to play. So you just saw Khaled. Yes. Oh yeah. The Middle East players have been definitely using the Fennec probably the longest. I remember on 1v1 show matches they were playing the Fennec. So a very long time. Nice Phraseball. Oh, wait, what am I saying? We're cheering for Secret, so that's nice that it stayed out. Raiseball hits it to the side. Sierra R. And it's going to hit ground. Overtime. We have overtime. Secret's got to score here. Gotta win this overtime, or they'll be down 3-0 in games, and they'll lose the series. Ahmad switches cars every regional. It's okay. Listen, I'm not a pro, and there are a lot of pros. Oh, it's almost a shot from Secret, but it's out. A lot of pros like changing cars, and I know that there's like a lot of what it's called, placebos with that stuff. So whatever works for them. Who am I to say what works for them? But I'm just saying that if you really wanted to be the best, you would stick to one car, and you'd probably have to pick one of the cars that's like the established best car, just because it's not like everyone's picking the Octane for no reason. And KV1 nice with the save. And it's not people pick the Fennec because it's a better version of the Octane, and people didn't just pick the Octane for no reason. It really is one of the better hitboxes for general play. It's like an all around, in my opinion. But where are we getting with that? Joyo, yeah, a lot of players switch cars, and I should actually be clear. I think switching presets is fine. Decals, wheels, none of that. That's not what impacts. That just is a mental thing. I mean switching actual cars, which some pros do. Switching the actual car, that's the hitbox and the location of the hitbox, that's a big deal. And you shouldn't be doing that as a pro. But again, at the end of the day, pros know themselves better than I do. So whatever works for them. Well, that would be lucky for Complexity, perhaps unlucky for Ninjas in Pajamas. But we'll see what happens. Nice 50 from AJG. Team Secret's gonna need to get out of defense here. They've had some really good looks. They just haven't been scoring in these like close game overtime situations. KV1 takes it away, but AJG gets a nice read. What can we do? Oh, a boom. Hopefully, yes, Team Secret reads it away. Now it's down to Complexity side. What can AJG do with this? Hits it down. KV1, a pinch. Not fast enough. CRR. Dangerous from CRR. He has the flip. He doesn't use it. A fake. Read by Knight. Thankfully, Knight read that very well. Gets the save. And now KV1's broken out on offense. Again, a fake flip reset. CRR clears it, though. The dangerous situation goes away. Team Secret, they're going to need more of that, though. They got to actually score. Dangerous for Team Secret, but CRR can't get it through. Raiseball gets nothing out of it. Knight. A demo, but it's a miss with the ball. You got to go for the ball there, Knight. Raiseball hits it down to himself. What can Sad do? Sad gets it long. Not much to do here, though. KV1 into the corner. Knight. What can he do? Sad. Oh, Raiseball is a miss. This is an opportunity for Secret. They got to capitalize. It's been 3 minutes. They need to be capitalizing on these mistakes out of Complexity. It's into the corner. What can Sad do? Nothing. CRR down to Raiseball. Dangerous shot. And we're a lucky bounce out. There was no save there. It just barely missed. AJG, CRR, dangerous shot. And it's in. Complexity have gone 3-0. Complexity are putting their stamp on this series. And Team Secret are going to need a real change. They're probably going to call a timeout here. It might be too little too late. We shall see. We shall see. Oh, yeah. OG Club. Yeah. They were good at once. Wisty. Is Wisty a pro yet? I thought that was one of the up-and-comers. Or maybe it used to be an up-and-comer and I'm just lost. KB1 got stuck on the post. They already used the timeout. Yeah, it might be over. It might be GG's then. I mean, I said in the middle of this game that if they didn't win this game, it would be over because I don't think Team Secret has a reverse sweep in them. Falcons reverse sweep, that makes a little more sense. Team Secret, I'm not so sure. I know they got a top 4 to land before, so I don't want to be any disrespect to Team Secret, but it's gonna be tough to beat this Complexity squad 4 times in a row. So, Crew vs Twisted Minds. Okay, I don't want to abandon this series, but I also kind of want to watch that one. We're going to do something I don't usually do. We're going to watch side by side. Hopefully you guys don't mind this. I'd like to maybe watch these side by side. Well, there's an ad running, but once the ad's over, watch these side by side. Complexity are probably going to sweep this. Yeah, stretch. Yep. Crew has the lead. You know, I do think that although Falcons beat Crew, Twisted Minds might struggle a little bit. Because Crew, I think, is a good matchup for Twisted Minds in terms of, like, Crew's very offensive, and they might be able to beat Twisted Minds at that type of style. Could be a Game 7 there. Could be a good one. A nice beat. Sad gets it. What can he do? Oh, Complexity might clear this away unless KV1. KV1 open net opportunity and Raise Bull's there. It was a very brief window of open net, but he doesn't find it. And what a save out of Knight. Incredible. +1. Meanwhile, on the other broadcast, Brad is scoring another goal, so Crew are now up 2-0 in the first game. Casting these side by side is going to be quite interesting. Let me know if you really hate this, but I kind of want to watch them side by side like this. I think it works. Wait a second. Oh, it doesn't work. Never mind. What am I saying? You guys can't see this. Oh, shoot. You guys can't see the side by side. What am I doing? I just realized you can't. My bad. So it looks weird for you because of the way I'm doing this. My bad. You'll see why it's stretched in a moment. I am so sorry. You guys have been watching a minute and a half of stretched res. That's not good. 1 second. Let me add. Okay, there we go. I'm going to exit Steam so you don't see notifications. And then we should be set. All right. Is this okay? Sorry about that. Problem solved. My apologies, everybody. All right. It is fixed. The stretch res was because I had this set up, and obviously, or maybe you don't know this, but on my stream, I was only displaying the one window, not my monitor. Now I'm displaying my monitor. All right. So we're gonna watch these side by side. Complexity, they're probably gonna win this game, but now they're up 1 goal up. Crew, meanwhile, are piling on another goal, and it looks like they've taken this game 1 from Twisted Minds. I feel pretty confident they've taken that game away. Hey, Twisted Minds is not out of it. Crew is a tough opponent, and they're gonna have another. Even if they lost to Crew, which is just 1 game, they're gonna have another round, so it's not over. Not over by any means. We shall see. All right. Complexity are going to get another goal. No, KV1, an incredible stop. Incredible stop out of KV1. And now Team Secret, they have to keep it going. They're not out of the series quite yet, but they've got a long ways to go. Got to recover in this game. Got to recover in the series. Oh, it's a decent dribble from Knight, but he has no teammates to back him up. Meanwhile, Raise Bull is a threatening look on the other side. AJG hits it mid. Sad is there. Oh, it looks like Crew did take game 1 on the other stream. Oh boy, these continues to be dangerous shots out of a Complexity, and Team Secret are looking like they don't have any answer just yet. A minute now, and we'll full screen this while we have a minute left. What can they do? They score! KV1 scores! And now it's a tie game. They just need to get this into OT or get one more goal. And Twisted, Twisted Minds could be Crew. It's just one game. Oh boy. This was interesting though from Secret. They're keeping it alive here. And if this does go to another game, I'm going to go back to the view. The double view. What a showing here from Complexity, though. I do want it to be mentioned because obviously they were the favorites, but I really thought Secret would be taking games here, and Complexity still in a position to potentially sweep this. Oh no, a miss from Sad at a very poor time. AJG gets a free hit. Will CRR get this ball? Get this, he does. Now 10 seconds, and it looks like Complexity are going to have the last look at the net. What happens here? Raise ball. It's dangerous. CRR scores! And unfortunately for Team Secret, that could be their series. That could be their day. Oxygen is not out of the tournament. Oh, they are. Wait, yeah, what am I saying? They lost to G1. So, yes, Oxygen is out. Yes. What a goal from Complexity. Unfortunate for Team Secret. Here we go. 3 seconds. What do you got? What do you got, Secret? Don't let it end like this. Okay, they get it up. They get it up. It's over tonight. It's possible. It's possible. It's 0 seconds. KV1, you've got to keep this up. He's got to keep it. He's got to catch it. AJG dunks him out. Knight. What can you do, Knight? Not enough. It's over. Complexity do end up sweeping. And unfortunately, Crew scored in 4 seconds and we missed it. But that means we're going to head right over to the other stream. And unfortunate times for Team Secret. But now we're over here. And let me know if you disagree in chat. We're going for Twisted Minds, I'm assuming. Rooting for Twisted Minds. Crew? Alright, wait. It's not a guarantee. We have a mixed chat. Okay, I see 2 Crews. Okay, we might be rooting for Crew, and maybe that's a good thing because Crew is up here. We rooted for Crew yesterday, and Twisted Minds yesterday, for that matter. Everyone in chat is, you know what? We have a split chat. We're gonna leave it saying, let's go. You know what? I think Cruz had more of a... I'm going to root Twisted Minds. You know what's also weird is I have players from both these teams on my fantasy, but everyone in chat is welcome to root for whoever they want to root for. And Crew are looking good right now. I'm going to root for Twisted Minds because of Senzo. But interestingly, I have Senzo. We have a split chat. This is interesting for the first time. So maybe I'll just try to do more of a neutral cast. Interestingly, as I was saying, Senzo on my fantasy roster, and so is Drafinho. So from this game, I'll have some interesting perspective trying to cheer for individual players to score. You know what? I want every game to be 10-10 going into overtime, and Senzo and Drafinho scored all the goals. That's what I'd like to see. Drafinho, another goal, which is good, again, because of my fantasy, but if you're a Twisted Minds fan, not so good. 3-0 down, second game. This is looking bad for Twisted Minds. They're going to have to really turn things around. I'm hoping they call a timeout after this game because you really want to turn it around. Yes, Senzo and Drafinho. Sorry, I stumbled over that. I really think I did not expect this to be so one-sided. Hopefully Twisted Minds get their act together a little bit here and twist turnaround because they definitely are talented enough to make this a close series, a tight Game 7, potentially even win. They definitely have it in them to win. So... let's see what they can do here. A nice hit from Senzo, but Brads has it red. just realized this is not full screen. There we go. Full screen. I just realized it wasn't full screen. And in the meantime, I'm actually going to... Oh, wait, my... Oh, no. What have I done? There we go. Okay, it's fixed. I realized you guys might not have been able to see my my face cam. I didn't even realize. Whoops. Here we go. All fixed. Everything is back to normal. Face cam's back on. Oh wow, a bunch in chat. They didn't. Yeah, Twisted Minds didn't eat their breakfast, man. You gotta know. It's all in what you put in your cereal. No. But yes. This is rough. This is rough out of Twisted Minds here. I think they can recover if they take a timeout here. A lot of teams do better after the timeouts. It's not just a meaningless buff. It's because it gives them time to cool off. It gives them time to talk strategy with their coach, and that might be something they need to do. They need to readjust their strategy. I'm trying to think here what exactly is the problem. A nice 50. That one's not so nice a 50. There was a bit of a double commit there, so perhaps it is that they're pushing up too heavy and they need to play a little more defensive. SMW is going to be mid. That's a whiff. Not a lot to say there. Venom, though, gets a nice forward touch, and there was a demo, so one player's respawned. Oh, dangerous. Oh, almost on target from SMW. You would have loved to see that go in the net. Unfortunately not. And then we remain 4-0. And as a minute, the minutes keep ticking down. We're here a minute 15 seconds left. It is starting to look like this game may be in Crew's favor. 4 goals is a lot to come back with only about a minute 10 seconds. I don't know if this is Twisted Minds' game. However, like I said, they've got a timeout. They've got the next few games in the series. They can easily still turn this around. We'll have to see what happens. They're not tilted from yesterday, no. They shouldn't be anyway, because they were playing Falcons, and yeah, you got reverse swept, but at the end of the day, you're playing a team that knows you so well. It shouldn't be a big deal to losing Game 7 to them, despite the way it went down. Senzo, a nice 50, but again, this game's pretty much over and done. Whew. Over and done, but a nice showing from Crew. I mean, to speak to the merits of Crew, clearly their offense is on fire, and they haven't conceded yet, so they're doing a lot right. It's kind of, to me, not looked like they've done anything especially great. They've just stuck to their game plan, and Twisted Minds is struggling to play against that game plan. So, good on them. I think Jaffinho's played individually better than the last few series, which is great. A huge part of why they lost some of their previous series. One of their previous series. Nice for Crew. 2-0 lead, yep. Twisted Minds got to bounce back. Excuse me. Twisted Minds have to bounce back here, and hopefully they're calling a timeout to talk about it. Well, that's what I was saying is, that's what I said at the very beginning, is I'm assuming that Crew's beating them out because of that playstyle diff. They both have a fast playstyle, but Crew's is faster, and it looks like that's working against Twisted Minds, so thanks, Freddy. Looks like it's working. Alrighty. What do we expect, chat? What do we expect the final series score of this series to be? Now that we know it's Twisted Minds, they've been dominated the first 2 games, but they do have a timeout that they're using right now. They could bring it back a bit, but I don't know. I'd say Crew wins 4-1 based on this so far, but it's hard to know for sure. 4-0 from Nathan. Obviously, only one team can go 4-0, so you definitely mean Crew. Reverse sweep. You know, that would be the funniest bit of history trivia ever for RLCS. That the very first RLCS reverse sweep, the team that got reverse swept, did it the very next match they played. That would be a trivia fact for sure. But getting swept looks likely. Again, I think 4-1, but you never know. In a reverse sweep, while possible, I would doubt that. I think this is a must-win for Twisted Minds. They really need to win this game if they want to have a shot at winning the series. So. Hey, Jorby mentioned it as well. I don't think the reverse sweep is sitting in their minds. I don't think it is. I guess it is a question that does beg to be asked, but I just don't think so. I wouldn't imagine it does. A nice car from Drops, matching the color for Crew, pink. Crew does not have a decal, interestingly, which I thought was wild because it is a very big org in South America. One of the bigger ones. So odd that they didn't get it invited to the drop or not drop, but the decal program. It'll be interesting to see who they give decals to next season. Rule 1 better be getting some decals. Deserved there. But some other shouts you could see, maybe Twisted Minds, because now they've done well at LAN. Crew. Who else? I think Pioneers. Do they have one? They probably have one. They have one. Who else? Moist. A lot of squads could use a decal. Or maybe Moist does have a decal. Now I don't remember. But anyway, definitely Rule 1. Definitely Crew should have decals. Elevate should have a decal. Hogan mode. You know, I firmly believe that Team Oracless rosters should be able to get decals because all the way back when they announced the decals in the item shop and the new way they were going to do it, Sonic said, they literally said in the announcement that they were that even orgless teams could have a decal and you'd be able to you'd be able to like get an advertiser to pay for rights to your car. They said that. Like orgless teams would be able to do that. And yet this whole time we have yet to see a single orgless team get a decal. And I know, I don't know, but I believe it's because Psyonix is never going to do it. They were just saying that, or maybe the person that said it believed it, but the higher ups said no. And they're like, nah, we got to deal with actual companies. We're not going to deal with players to make decals. So, I don't think Hokumo's going to get themselves a decal on that extent. And also, I don't know if you've heard this, Nathan. Maybe you haven't if you're a new fan. But Hoganmo did announce that they're dropping Scrubkilla and they're looking for a new player next season. So, the gang's not all together anymore. So, I don't know if you'll still be a fan of them. A lot of people were a fan because of Scrubkilla. So, what a shot from Drops. And wow, Twisted Minds off the timeout do not score first. An unfortunate for them, but great for Crew. Crew are really looking strong. I know this is a bit of, how to say this. Twisted Minds is underperforming as well, but I don't want to undersell the fact that Crew's just playing well. So Twisted Minds shouldn't be too upset. Obviously, if they get swept here, they're going to be quite upset. And I really hope they do win the next one. I predict they would win the next one. But, well, it depends on who they play. But, SMW, not quite. Not quite from SMW. It's a close one. You didn't know, Nathan? No worries, man. And technically, it's still 2/3 of the roster. It's just, yeah, they're losing. A lot of people think it's a mistake. It was a very unpopular decision in, like, Twitter and Reddit and, like, with the fans. Fans don't like that at all, that they announced that, because they were doing so well. But Growly and Rezi, I guess, want to find a better teammate for next season, so we'll see what happens. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be better. I do think a lot of teams don't really give themselves enough time to grow, but in their defense, it is going to be a long off season, and it's a lot to commit to stick together after just one split. Like, so if you're ever going to break up after one split, it makes the most sense to do that after the spring split before the next season starts. Because now they've given Scrubkilla a bunch of time to find a new teammate, a new team, I mean. So this isn't nearly as controversial as some other roster moves I've seen. But anyway, definitely not popular with the fans. And Senzo scores! As I'm speaking about other things, Twisted Minds suddenly brings himself back into this game and potentially back into this series, as this is a necessary win for them if they want to get back into things. They're making it close to give Crew hope. I mean, if that's, yeah, I mean, totally. I mean, a lot of teams, once you start coming back, the momentum is real. Because in a reverse sweep situation, obviously a lot of teams fail to close out of the last game, but generally speaking, once you've won the first game and then the second game, it almost feels like the third game's a given. And then if you lose the reverse sweep, it's going to be in game 7, which does happen a lot, to be fair. So all they need is to win the first game, have a solid second game, pull it out, and then the odds are looking good that they win the series. Not good, but 3-2 when you came back from a reverse sweep is decent odds to win. What a save from Drafinho. That was a close one from Senzo. And again, Twisted Minds desperately need this game. We keep talking about reverse sweeps, but we do not want to have to see Twisted Minds make a reverse sweep if you're a Twisted Minds fan. The Teemo I'm supporting always seems to score. Interesting. What else is there to talk about? Oh, I see a let's go, bro. That was a nice, unofficial tagline for Hogan mode. It was a really good, it's really good to see a squad like that pop up. And I still think it's crazy that they played that well. I genuinely thought they were worse than a lot of the European teams they were potentially beating until they did it again in their second regional. And it's crazy because they could have made the spring major if only they didn't miss regional 2. It was really weird. It's like such a weird thing to have a team that gets top 4 back-to-back regional, not back-to-back, but in 2 regionals and 1 split, but in the middle regional didn't even make the main events. They lost in close qualifier. What can we do with SMW? And he shoots, but it's saved by Drafinho. We're into overtime here, so I'll start talking now. 30 seconds in. Drafinho, what can he do? It's hit to the wall. Senzo now on it. Brad's up. Drafinho's on the backboard. Drafinho gets it off the backboard, but there's a 50 with Venom. Venom hitting it mid. No one is there, though, and now Brad's going to get boost and ball. Oh, he misses the boost. Senzo, meanwhile. Brad, on no boost, ends up getting 50'd out. Venom, can he beat? Drops. No beat, but he does get the 50. Senzo misses, but Venom is there. Hits it back to Senzo, who tops it up. It's a lofty shot saved by Brad. Drops, meanwhile, past SMW. Venom into the air. What can Venom do? Nothing. He leaves it to Senzo. Senzo, it gets hit to Brad. But it's back to Senzo from SMW. It's an open net. No, it's not quite on target, though. It was an open net, but not quite scored. Now Venom cuts out the counter, but Drafinho keeps it alive. Senzo, though, is going to give SMW a lot of time. And SMW, in fact, flips too early. Drafinho steals the ball away. It's a demo. It's dangerous for It's dangerous for Senzo. Dangerous for Twisted Minds, but they keep it out. SMW with the save. Pressure on both sides. Back-to-back action. End-to-end action, I should say. Okay, this is going to be a dangerous shot from Crew. Oh, but not quite. They just leave it off the backboard. Venom, actually, a necessary save, and then it's not enough. How does Drops read this? Drops reads the save. He turns on a dime, reads the save from Venom, and gets a quick shot that SMW was not expecting. That's unfortunate for Twisted Minds, and I think a lot of it comes down to SMW a bit of a double commit. And indeed, it's no's in the chat because that is unfortunate if you're rooting for Twisted Minds. Is the series over? Kind of. It's not over, but I don't think Twisted Minds gets more than a game here. It is looking rough for them. That said, the road to the reverse sweep starts with 1 game, so you got to take it 1 game at a time. And if you're Crew, I'd say the same thing. Don't focus on the fact you're 3-0 up. Take it 1 game at a time. Just try to win the game in front of you. We'll see how it goes. It is pretty much over. I'm trying to give you... I'm trying to make hope for Twisted Minds. And, I thought it was over for Falcons, and then I started talking like that, and suddenly Falcons won. So, technically speaking, it really is not... It isn't 100% over, but it's like 99% over. Well, we'll see, though. There is that 1% chance, and Twisted Minds just had it happen to them yesterday, so surely they know it's not over. Surely they know. Wow, look at that. Crew players are talking. Maybe there's some little bit of trash talk going across the stage there. That's what it looks like. We got Jorby and Chiefs on the cast today. They're doing a great job. I'm kind of talking over them, obviously, but doing a nice job as always. And here we go. Into game 4. This could be it. This could be the ultimate end of the series here. Let's see how it can go. And I guess I'll probably say this now as we are approaching the end of the series. I do think this is going to have to be the last one for me today. I may be back later in the day. But once this series is over, we'll listen to the interview if there is an interview. Is this on the mainstream? One moment. This is not on the mainstream, so there probably won't be an interview. So yeah, once the series is wrapped up, I will hop off. But I really appreciate all your support. I might do a post day today. Like I said, I might be back later. I might not, though. But no matter what, I'll be back on Tuesday with a post day at 9 p.m. EST, which might be too late for some of you, especially if you're not in America or whatever. But sorry if that doesn't work, but you can always watch the VOD afterwards. But anyway, I'll be doing a post day for the first day of main event. And every day in the main event moving forward until the next Saturday, I'll put a post up about it. But I will have another... I'll do 2 more watch parties next weekend, but for the most part, it's going to be post-day streams going forward. SMW, though, he gets a score here. Maybe this isn't the end of this series quite yet. Might not be quite over. He said it, taking one game at a time when playing KCP. It's a good mentality. It really is. That's the mentality pros should have. One game at a time, doesn't matter what the series score is. Obviously, that's not how people actually play, but that's the way you should be thinking about it. In a perfect world, which is not always perfect, but you try to block out all that negative thoughts as much as possible. Oh, I'm sure they'd be yelling across the stage. I'm sure they would. Oh, we'll see how it goes. It's hit to Venom. I mean, they're looking like they have more offense here. Drafinho gets the save, drops, meanwhile. Brad, a required save, but it's a demo from Senzo, but then it's a demo back the other way. So double demo, one on each side. Oh, a nice 50 from SMW. It might be in, drops a required save there. Senzo, meanwhile, hitting it mid. He's sticking with it. A bumps Drafinho, but gets bumped into the ball. SMW hits it mid. Brad, again. It's nice 50s here from Twisted Minds. They're keeping it on offense. Now, it's, as I said that, Crew breaks out. Of course they do. Drafinho to Brad. No, Drafinho, sorry, to himself. Brad's now up in the air. Might flip reset, but he misses his flip. It's another demo. Dangerous for Twisted Minds, but they keep it out of the net. Drafinho hits it mid. And yes, Twisted Minds are getting pressured, but they are holding the line here. Much better in this game. We're halfway done. Can they hold on? They're trying to score another one here, but Drafinho puts it to the side. SMW going for bumps. Venom clears it long. SMW's up. He beats his man, but Drafinho is there. A 50 with Senzo. It falls to Drafinho. What does he have? Not a lot, but Venom missed. What happened here? The last player just whiffs this. Venom. He got bumped by drops. I take it back. Not a whiff, not a miss. An incredible bump from drops earns that goal for Crew. What a showing from them. Tie it up. They could still be in line for the sweep here. Unfortunate, Jay. Unfortunate indeed. Oh, yeah, they didn't hold back at all. Drafinho scores again, and yet again another unfortunate showing at Twisted Minds here. What happened? Are they getting bumped? Yeah, Drafinho in the way of Senzo, and then gets the little cherry pick goal out of Drafinho. Good for my stats on Fan RL. Not so great if you're Twisted Minds. This is a really poor series from them. And it's not a perfect sweep. It's not a historical loss by any means, but it is unfortunate to get swept in this way, in this manner, if this is what happens. So Twisted Minds are going to be looking for that second goal. They're going to be desperate to, in these next 2 minutes, tie it back up, keep the series alive. The stream's almost over. If this game ends, it will be over. Sorry, apologies again, but couldn't stream the entire day today. It's a lot of Rocket League going on. A nice touch, but unfortunately, Twisted Minds don't break out. They don't break out. Here we go. They finally get a boom downfield. Venom is there, an open for a double tap, but Brad reads it on the backboard. And Twisted Minds, nothing's working for them. They're stuck on defense. Then when they get onto offense, not a lot's working. It's a struggle here. Crew, meanwhile, Crew are looking fantastic. Again, I mean, I gotta say it. I gotta give them props. Yeah, there's some mistakes coming out on the side of Twisted Minds, but a lot of it is just the making of Crew. I mean, they get that bump to get that second goal by drops. It's just been all-around performance from all three of their players. Drafinho especially leveled up from what we saw yesterday, which is really good because, as I was saying, he really needs to be one of the leaders on his team for this team to succeed. And this is indeed the qualification round, so as a reminder, if Twisted Minds drop here, they still have one more chance to make it on. It's not over for them. Meanwhile, Crew will move on to the main event. So, and unfortunately, another save out of Crew, and Twisted Minds now only have 15 seconds to score a goal to turn the tides in this series. SMW, what does he have in it? He gets a shot. It's a save from Drafinho. They need another touch. 5 seconds now. It's going to have to be a 0-second goal. Senzo hits it too far. It's going to touch ground, and that's it. That's game. Crew in the series. Crew move on. But it's not over for Twisted Minds. They do have one more series later today. I won't be watching it live, but you can catch it on the RLCS or our Rocket League, main channel. GG's in the chat. Again, not as bad a series as I think the sweep makes it look, but it was a sweep. It was a sweep. A lot of close games, but close games don't get you anything at the end of the day. And you love to see the handshakes. A lot of, obviously, Twisted Minds are going to feel a little sad, but at the end of the day, everyone here, they're all professionals. They're not, actually mad at each other. It's just trash talk, but not toxicity, hopefully. Alrighty. A low-scoring game, really, on all players. But Drafinho, actually, never mind. Drafinho was standout. 572, 2 goals, 1 shot. 1 shot? How did Drafinho get 2 goals in 1 shot? I'm going to have to go check that back after the fact. But anyway. Offline. Well, everything's offline. Offline just means on LAN. It's not played on the internet. That's what offline means, Jay. But, yep. Good showing from Crew here. And as I close out of this, we'll take one last look here. It's still getting updated, but what we have is Auction have been knocked out, Pioneers have been knocked out, Limitless have been knocked out. We're going to have Elevate, Power, and G1. Let's look at where they are in the standings. So it looks like Elevate are the lowest seed, G1 are the highest seed, Team Secret in the middle. No, wait. Power are the highest seed. What is this? Power, then G1, then Elevate. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, we got Crew sweeping, Complexity sweeping, and the last series of the day, not today, until the next round. The next round is today, for the record. And then the last series of this round will be Moist Space Station about to start. So where does this leave us? This means that Twisted Minds are about to get another game loss here. So they'll be above Team Secret. And they might be below Space Station Moist most likely, though. We'll see. It depends. It depends on how this series goes. So that means Elevate are either playing Twisted Minds or the loser of Space Station Moist, which will be a tough matchup for Elevate. G1, Power is going to play Team Secret. That's actually really exciting. Power, Team Secret. We'll truly see who is better. Like one of the lower end SAM teams that's here at this land. Not lower end, but a SAM team or the best the OC has to offer. Meanwhile, G1 are likewise going to play Twisted Minds or... Wait, did they already play Twisted Minds? They already played Twisted Minds, right? Am I crazy? No, they haven't. So G1 are going to play Twisted Minds or Space Station Moist. Elevate, who have they played? Elevate already played G1, so they can't play G1. So never mind. Elevate are going to have to play... Never mind. G1 are coming from lowers. I don't know what the matchups will be. All I have to say, it's going to be some interesting matchups later today. Definitely keep an eye out. And as I swap to this view, I've really appreciated everyone being here this stream. It means the world to me that you guys are watching. I know it's not a lot of viewers, but it really does mean a lot just to have people in chat. I really appreciate all your support. This whole thing's growing faster than I expected, and I definitely will be back sometime, maybe Tuesday, maybe later today, with some post-day reviews of the Worlds. And I'd love it if you tune in. If you can't because of time zone issues, no worries. You can always watch the VOD if you want. And yeah, that'll do it for today. So thank you guys for watching. The matches are still ongoing, so don't forget to keep watching if you want to, but I will be ending the stream here. Take care as well. Thank you guys. Have a good day. Oh, and if you're watching this after the fact, I think everyone here probably is already subscribed. But just for everyone after the fact, if you're watching this VOD and you're not subscribed, it's the easiest way to help me. So I really appreciate it if you subscribe, help me grow, and it helps you get notified. Thank you for your support. All right, take care, everybody. Take care, Nathan, Foodie, Jay, Mr. 10. I appreciate all your guys' support. Have a good day. See ya.